Gnawing Fetus said, yo.
Is your power back on? That sounds like a living hell, man. I can't even handle that when it's like 6 hours, let alone, anything more than that. That sounds hellish. Also, apparently there's a Metro coming out. Also, apparently there's a lot of dead kids in it. Well, I don't know what that's about, but hey. Wanna watch that, I guess, in the background with some dead kids.
Raid Nate said, how you doing, Grin? How's your week been so far?
Ooh, do I got stuff
Lone
to see
Syndicate
you?
said, what's up, Grin? Oh, I can't.
guys
News
see?
for you, Grin.
What? So what? What was that? Oh, I can't see the thing. I got a statue blocking it. Anyways, I was going to say, ladies and gentlemen, I have, in fact, made a custom chair for myself. I probably should cut this off, but maybe do like a crescent thing. But the green screen is kind of not really coming into play. In hindsight, I probably should have bought not a black version of this cover and instead like a green one, which maybe could have acted as a part of the green screen as well. Who knows? In the future, maybe an upgrade we'll buy. Anyways, but also there's my treadmill. Anyways, point is, gang, what do you call it? I'm not sure at some point.
Gnawing Fetus said, yeah. Tornadoes took out the power lines Tuesday around midnight. They got it back on today around 6:15 p.m.
Oh, okay, so at least you're up and running. But anyways, dude, this is the comfiest chair I've ever had. Now, granted, it was because I did it with my own, adjusted things as I went, but it's also something that I'm not done with. I like the idea of, like, I have a still good bit of foam. I might add some supports here and there. Turns out the bedding for, like, Posture Peak stuff, awesome. So cool. Two problems, though. The chair has bungee cords so that it does kind of this. It sinks in, so you kind of want some rigidity just to give it
Lone
some base.
Syndicate said, Grin. I made the channel trailer and I got some more commission work.
Oh, no way! Dude, well, we gotta talk more about that. That applies to something I'm curious about too, Lone. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Anyways, back quickly right off the chair thing. So I built this whole thing with my dad, by the way. Fantastic. I showed you guys the weird chair thing. The base, dude. The base is overbuilt like mad. The base that I've like turned a sitting desk or sitting camp chair, whatever you call it, into a full-on standing desk height chair is like this thick. You guys can't even see it because of the thing, but it's dense. Okay. Anyways. But hopefully at some point in the stream, I could show you guys me fully recline. Like, fully recline. Unfortunately, I can't do it right now because the green screen in the background. So when I go to do it, it goes too far back. But, dude, I cannot tell you how, like, when this thing is reclined.
Gnawing Fetus said, need to make an arm cup holder for it. Or two in GT.
Right here.
And GT.
Right here, it comes with, this is a camping chair. So, of course, it has, like, a shitty cup holder, etc. I'll never use it, but it's there.
Lone Syndicate said, AWW, I wanted you to view it on stream because I wanted to get some feedback from everyone.
Okay, we'll watch it. I don't mind. It's like 2 minutes. It's not the biggest deal. Hell yeah, I'm gonna do that. What do you call it? Yes. Yeah, we'll check that out. But I was gonna say, the only thing I still, it's terrifying. The only thing I still haven't done is, like, there's these things like I knew would be a variable with the chair, but I haven't tweaked them yet. But because it's all foam, I'm pretty okay, and because it's like glue, it's like really good at binding stuff. But you can also peel off the foam, so it's not the end of the world. I can like infinitely adjust shit basically, which is cool. But things like lumbar support, like it's great because like the thing holds me great, but I still need some sort of like fucking resistance in my lower back that kind of pop me up a little bit. And it's a shame because I don't know if I should like peel off the foam, stick a piece of hard foam underneath it, then put the foam there. That way it's like squish and then a harder stop. Anyways, no one cares about this, but TLDR, still the comfiest chair I've ever had. So yeah, we're winning in that way at least that. Also, I painted a lot of things, but yes, also I'm getting a little warm, dude. It's summer and my body's not ready at all. But hey, also apparently I do not understand the Metro trailer. I'm not sure if you guys caught it, but it is a trip. It is just like a series of like dead kids, more dead kids. I guess what, dead kids? You're like, can we chill out? Can we like relax? Because Jesus. I'm not sure. We're probably not playing Artyom. I don't know if I don't know the Metro name enough to know if I think we're in the future or are we in the past with the 2020 or 39, whatever the hell it is. Also kind of crazy. The comments of this video are ruthless. if you go into it, it's a bunch of people being like, "Is this the prelude?" Anyways, rough. But yes. Anyways, how's your guys' week? I'll show you guys some of my painting stuff. I made strides this week, gang. In the whole painting thing, but I ultimately came back with a takeaway that's gonna annoy me a little bit. But yeah, I might tell you guys about it. It is just me having to address like a problem that I'm hoping to solve, that I thought I solved in the past, did not solve it apparently. And yeah, but how was my week rated? My week was pretty effective, pretty good this week. I painted my ass off. I painted a lot. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4 statues, like 60% done, because I was painting clothing. That was like the main thing I needed to bang out today, and I had to learn a whole bunch of shit about like color theory, where basically, dude, it's like there's analogous highlights and then there's shadow. I think I told you guys about this last week, but this is where I can finally apply it and like kind of start to understand the context, like how, oh my god, you need to be so much lighter with shadows and you do need to be with analogous highlights. Highlights, you can have massive overbleed and it looks much nicer, whereas you try to have the same 50-50 of both and it fucks it up. But that also puts some pressure on the thing that I'm not sure if I should bring it up. It's one of those things where like I feel like I've said, like, I have a problem, I've solved it. I have a problem, I've solved it. I have a problem, I've solved it. And then it's still not solved.
Lone Syndicate said Sissia, a.k.a. Snake Lady, dropped in Ziz yesterday.
Oh, shit.
And went to hard pity on the character banner again, but it was guaranteed, so not the worst.
Not the worst.
And also went to hard pity on the engine banner and won.
1 second, I gotta make myself tinier here. Oh, but you went to the weapon banner and you got that one? At least it's that. At least it came out on top of somewhere. I feel like I was too big there for a minute. I definitely think I need a trim. This is a lot of meat. And it's nice when you're laying down that you're like, hey, but you know. I will say, this is more of a throne than it is a chair. Because of the huge base with wheels, so it does move around. But it is like, it's made for, like, the chair is made for, I think, it's like 500 pounds, basically, so it is just naturally wider for various reasons, probably, to where it does feel like you're sitting on a giganto throne. But I can even do shit like this, where I basically grab my leg and I fish it underneath me, which I can't kind of do a little bit. Fuck. I just am not that flexible anymore. There we go. All right. Oh. What do you call it? The Z's thing, man. So this has been like kind of a part of my week. Maybe we should go to like not Metro Weird Dead Kid thing. Let's just go to this. Jesus. Sorry for that being loud. Open up this again. All right. So, dude, my week. No, not my week. Sorry, my gaming stuff. I have not kept up with ZZ for this week. I feel weird about it. For the last 4 days, I have not cared about my resin. It probably would make sense for me to burn my resin completely, not have a max battery, just so that I can still kind of be in it without being in it. I have even foregoed a lot of Withering Waves. And instead, I've been I have a couple hours in the end of the day. I kind of want to spend it on some pleasure. So I was like, hey, let's read a manga, basically, or manhwa. And then I'm like, hey, I like Warframe. Let me grind some Warframe. Which, dude, I actually think I'm could grind Warframe now. I just did the survival mastery grind, and my build with what's his name could absolutely bang on. I got this special card for that's electro energy regen, which is nice. It's not as powerful as I was hoping it'd be. I thought it'd be significant gains for energy regen. Not that much. It's still very slow. I think a lot of people make up those gains by having gems or something like that I haven't got to yet in the story.
Raid Maid said, yeah,
yes.
My week was solid too. I took a nice walk the other day because the weather has been pretty nice for me.
Oh, dude, is it the right temperature of just a little bit nippy but not too hot, and there's still snow, so it's humid a little bit, and it's starting to slowly chill down, you know what I mean? Oh my god. Also, apparently Cat messaged me the other day, and he showed me this something I thought you guys would get a kick out of too. Just some absolutely beautiful painting. This is some I have no interest in this style because it's painting heavy, shell shaded.
That mod is more for extended sustain, not pure generation.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What's that? But yeah, ain't these awesome? But this is a level of painting and shading and shit that's a little weird. It's almost shell shaded, which is very cool still. But yes, also I probably should be careful. I don't know if there's going to be like one with titties. I should probably be careful. In hindsight, I did not look through all of them. I thought it was cool. But anyways, what do you call it? Cat was saying that he there's various things that like you get. I forget what it was. But basically, Cat may have enough money to get the mace. And Cat even said to me he's going to get the legit 8X one. And I was like, fuck. You know, you guys don't know. There's like two maces that are like the premier maces. One's like super cheap. It's not cheap, but it's more affordable, $200. But it's something that'll last you your whole life, and it's like it'd be like $3,000 if you were to buy individual weight sizes because it's monster. Anyways, but he might be getting the 8X one, and I'm like, dude, don't do this to me. I have to spend another like $200 this week. Hell, why? I'll talk to you maybe in a couple minutes, and you guys will judge me. Hopefully, because I feel like I just need to be beat down with this problem. I can't seem to. I've done a lot of work today to solve it. But we'll see how you got there. I'm a mess right now. I enjoy. Let's drink some coffee. Actually, I want to catch up on you guys' stuff before I rip you guys into the abyss of look at these statues and they're kind of okay and yeah. Also, oh dude, that's something we could pull up. Holy motherfucker! Have y'all seen the Absolute Unit? Dude, give me something without a face. Does that guy have no face? That guy has no face. That's what we like to see. I didn't think you could goon this hard, basically. And I should have known better. But hot damn, dude, Black Cat is, at this point, like, my rival is always, like, riding the wire. This one feels, and I think it makes sense, I think canonically, Black Cat is like she's fucking everybody, basically. Or not, no, she's not fucking everybody, but she's like, that's how she gets the jump on people, is by like her sex appeal or whatever you call it. I don't know what the right phrase it is, but she's a thief basically. So she's like, oh yeah, we'll do all this, and then you're fucking passed out drunk and you got roofied. I think only Peter has ever like locked it down hardcore, which is awesome because they do mention that in this canon. Where it's funny because Peter in the voice lines in Marvel Rivals, he does not deny that they should smash. Instead, he's like, this is just the right time. This is just the right time.
Lone Syndicate said smash. Also, the amount money they're gonna make Black Cat skins, I can only imagine.
Dude, it's crazy. Also, like the fact, like there's a special pose where you're changing skins and she leans forward, and it is the most glutes you've ever seen ever. You know what I mean? Also, I don't even know why. Like when I think of Cat, I don't think of yeah. I think of like lean. And
Great
like
name
this.
said, holy gooner.
I guess there's fat cats. There's fat cats. This true. But that's obesity. This shit should look like a hot dog or a sausage. That's what it is. Anyways. Lone says, I feel like the chair now takes a good. No shit. Yeah. I'm sorry. I was a real. I 100% agree. I'm seeing that in the viewfinder. I'm like, damn. This is yeah, it's more of a throne. Again, I feel like if I get the I don't want to have to pay for a fucking cover, man. I just bought the cover that's black. I should have been smarter and pick green, but it might be like $15 or some shit. Dude, I feel like everything on Amazon is $25 minimum now. Even dumb shit. Like, I wanted to get beakers to help me with paint mixing, and then it's like, guess what, $25.
Lone Syndicate said, I mean, Grin have seen Pulchra from ZZZ, think back to that cat.
But what is the canonical thing that cats are thick? This is a fucked up question. Maybe Fluff can help us answer. What is the thickest animal in the Hadara? I feel like just because I watch a podcast where a guy constantly makes a joke about Irish people and sheep. But anyways, but yeah, maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I don't know. If I seen a sheep anthropomorphic superhero thing, maybe it wouldn't hit. Honestly, I don't even know what their fucking power would be. I do know what I do know is that her whole kit is insane. I also think fucking Marvel Rivals has such a ass backwards understanding of the rating of characters' difficulty, because she's rated 4, and I have never seen a better convincing character that is an absolute 5-star difficulty character. Not only does she dive, so you have to have an understanding of when to go in with like pressure and heat, but also she has like 17 abilities that she can use with money. They're all playmaking abilities, like putting portals through walls and shit. And she also has an ult that's like very like spammy, and like you gotta hit your shots and you have to go steal money on a quick dime hit, things like that. Like, she's 4-star, I'm like, this is a 5-star character for sure. People who've been playing the game forever are like, this character's impossibly hard to do. Anyways, but it's also just fucked up that they made such a difficult character the most desirable visual character that so many people are just gonna want to play. Like, you want to make like Squirrel Girl or like, I don't fucking know, like Bucky or something like that look amazing because they're kind of straightforward characters. Instead, you're like, we're gonna make the most visually appealing, also the hardest to do. So a bunch of people who cannot play her are going to play her because of the visual. But anyways, also, what a weird thing for her to team up to not have Peter in there. It's like Cap and I think not Peter. There's another, I forget what that is, but not Peter. Also, Ray says, yeah, my week was solid. I took a nice walk. Yeah, the walk thing, dude, is something I feel like I need to get back into. But, dude, is anyone else feeling like fucky still?
Lone Syndicate said the star system is fucked. Makes no sense. Like, Bro, Cloak, and Dagger are 3-star, and their kit is an easy 1-star.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, Cloak and Dagger is really... It's weird because maybe there's, like, 2 kits. I always wonder if this game is also suffering from, like, the time. Like, in the first patch, yeah, like, Spidey is 5-star because if you don't hit your shot, you're busted, basically. You're, like, completely shit the bed. But you got 5 chances to hit the shot and then be able to jump on someone and, like, do a combo and smash them. Anyways, but maybe it's just because it was double. But anyways, maybe, like, the new standard. Like, we're in Gen 2 of Marvel Rivals and she's not as complicated. Who knows? But I was gonna say, yeah, man, I still feel like I got, like, brain fog and I don't know what it is. I keep trying to think, is it exercise? Like, I start smashing exercise again to the point where I'm like, super tired, because now that I have this chair, I feel like I can really just give it and then not have to, like, worry about supporting my own body weight, and I can just, like, rest my nervous system, which is great. But yeah, man, yeah, I don't know. I still feel like I'm in this kind of, like, I don't have, like, this, like, fresh feeling anymore. And I've tried fucking with my sleep. That ain't it. I don't know what it is. Yeah. I don't know if, like, I'm like chronically sick or, like, under the weather, or if I'm, like, deficient in something. When I brought this up a couple of weeks ago, you guys were like, yeah, I'm feeling fucking off too. And I'm like, okay, at least it's not me. Maybe it's just the transition between, like, winter to summer. Your body is, like, pivoting to, like, slow whatever, like, thing to, like,
Raid said, also, I've been playing Star Rail again and a little bit of Overwatch because the new season just dropped.
Ooh, I bet Lone could talk your ear off about Star Rail. I think Lone... Actually, I don't know if Lone keeps up... Well, Lone keeps up with them, I feel like, every gacha, but I feel like maybe Star Rail may have gotten atrophied over time. I don't think Lone ever tells us when he stops one. He just continues. What do you call it? By the way, we will... I wanted to wait, so there will be a Warframe aspect of this stream, probably at the very end, where I have that, like, crazy amount of platinum, by the way, because I did go through and buy the $60 platinum thing. Another expense, yikes.
9 Fetus said, how's herb B vitamin intake? Usually B6 and B12 are the go-to for mind fogginess.
It should be
B2
good.
is more physical alertness than mental.
Lone Syndicate said
I
I would
need a
say
men's
Black Cat is
multivitamin.
Loki, Magic, and BP all mixed into one characters.
Yeah, but we also gotta throw in some weird shit like Gambit or something, like, because she has too many weird things. Like, I feel like her by herself would have been something, but her with all the other bullshit where she has, like, coins and, like, she can pay for all these, like, super big power-ups, that's a different thing. Like, they decided to be like, yeah, I would totally agree, that's her, like, actual kid. But then they're like, fuck it, what if she was, like, can do 17 things? And it's funny because, like, the devs are making a perpetual, like, band character thing where eventually there's not enough permabans and you just have to adapt, which I kind of fuck with. I'd rather, like, it always bothers me when people are like, there's a new character, ban them entirely. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of characters in this game are kind of counterable. And we always see that in the past. Like people aren't complaining as much about Deadpool and all these things. He did get nerfed in some ways. But they're not complaining about it as much now. I think it's because most people just don't have enough time to adapt. Like, it's like human beings are so sensitive in that sense of, like, when they see something and they have to face it and they die 7 times to it, they're like, this is impossible. And it's like, well, it might have to die like fucking 300 times to be like, oh no, I get this, you know. But who knows? Who knows? What was I gonna say about the one thing? Nog says, yeah, the vitamin B thing, I hope I have enough. I have a man's multivitamin, which should be taking care of me. Who knows?
Lone Syndicate said, that's why I said Loki, since she
I
can
didn't say
basically
Loki.
use the
I didn't hear
abilities of multiple different characters.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not sure who this gentleman we're watching is. I just Yep, it's the Punch Kid, or whatever that is. But yeah, it's just a gameplay I found. Anyways, people be gooning as it is. But yes, what was I? Oh, that. Okay, so what should we do first? What transitions to this? Probably that. Okay, let's do show and tell. Hi guys, wait. Hi. Oh, by the way, I didn't mention I slashed my eyebrow again. I wanted to change something. I decided that. Anyways, I'm sure you guys can't tell. But anyways, point is, you can see the abyss because the chair and the way I used to put my green screen is now completely fucked. Anyways, all right. Here's some art show and tell for your boy. All right. So this week, title of the stream is referring to what my goal for this week was, which was before I get into painting Mace Guy, who I have been sitting on the back burner for a while, and Lone's model. I wanted to get better at painting clothing, which required me to learn a bunch of shit.
Nate said, let me know. We start Warframe. I'll hop on.
I'm not sure. We'll probably could do some grinding a little bit. We're going to play a lot of Warframe tomorrow and the day after that. Today, I just wanted to basically have you guys help me with what we should buy for, like, cosmetic shit, basically. Now, you think it'd be an easy thing, but I just want, like, 2 people to say, yeah, you should go ahead and buy Caliban's, like, Centurion skin thing. And also buy the Wisp thing. I will probably do this by myself, but I just thought, I don't know. And then I wanted you guys to help me customize the color of it, which by that I mean I probably will just spend time character creating for a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. Honestly, it's one of those things where we could probably do some Warframe stuff. I don't know. Anyways, back to the show and tell. So, this week, the main thing, well, first of all, Nog did make a suggestion yesterday, or last time, and I did do it badly. I still haven't finished it, but I did turn...
Gnawing Fetus said, getting in on Fashion Frame.
Yes.
True endgame of Warframe.
True endgame, and yeah. I feel like I can actually function. Anywho.
McFlufferkin said, catching up, but regarding plat spending suggestions, hold what you can, but if you need slots for frames, weapons, etc., get those first, then consider cosmetics you want.
Yeah, I feel like the slots is the thing I will probably dump most of it into, but I wouldn't mind. Because I got kind of a too much. I know it's not by a lot by you guys, but the fact that I got 4,000 or something feels like too much. Anyway, especially when stuff like that got 120 or something like that. Anyways, so Nog made the suggestion last time that I should color this thing a certain color, which I still have to do like the light pass, but this is like kind of the undertone, which I think works. There's also like subtle glow effects here, little bit. I don't know. A part of me does just want to paint it the blood red and be like, yep, yep. Or maybe like a dark gray, just so the whole dark variable looks kind of nice. But I did like the glow here where there's like some subtle hue shifts, but I do want to make it yellow, apply like a yellow tint to it. Anywho, did that. I tried that. That was fine. That didn't seem like it was... Oh god, don't drop. Okay, so this is the cool part. So like I said, today's goal was to just bang out clothing. So I printed a bunch of statues. They all had like various different types of clothing. I wish I printed stuff bigger, as always.
Gnawing Fetus said needs more of a transition instead of the sharp cut from the rust red to the white, emo.
To the rust white, to the what do you mean rust white? Well, it's also hard to pick up because this is a bit overexposed, but there's a slight gradient there. Again, half of the understanding how to paint anything is understanding how things work in layers. So like the undercoat would be dark, and then you'd go and do the highlight coat as you build up over time. But we'll talk about all that relevant, something that's relevant to all that in a minute. Anyways, let's log in. Okay, so I basically... Okay. So this is the one that was the most successful out of my whole journey of painting an undercoat, but then your boy done shit himself and dropped the fucking thing, and then it created a splotch, so the best part of it that's easiest to see, I could not show you properly, because it got all blotchy and airbrushing it, blotch job, you kind of have to redo a lot. Anyways, but also, just focus on the pants, because the thing will lead into what I talked about in a minute here. But check this out. It's green. The pants are green. Shit. That was a hard feedback loop there. But anyways, boom. All right, here it is. Can you guys see the subtle transitions? Oh. Is that something you guys can kind of perceive a little bit? But dude, what do you call it? To me, this is like the best depiction of like dynamic depth, which is like how colors like somewhat actually play. Now, yes, I could like probably make it more uniform if I wanted to do a one coat to kind of soften everything up, the transitions and whatnot. But the weird like depth like here and the lines, and this is where you can kind of see I dropped it right here. So I had to like pad that out, and I lost some of the fucking like actual light bloom. But basically it's an undercoat of red brown, a high coat of yellow, and then a base coat of green, and it creates this just absolutely fucking baller like cool dimensional effect on the legs.
Looks good, very
Awesome.
nice shading. Also, congrats on the chair. Built yourself a throne.
Yeah, a little bit of throne, yeah. I'll still gotta tweak it as it goes.
Looks good to me.
Thanks. What do you call it? The note that this is I did airbrush. I didn't do a layering effect on this because it's kind of weird, but like this is so tiny that there's a really hard justification to airbrush it because I'd have to mask off all of the arms and the abs and all that bullshit. I haven't finished this one. I just want you guys to focus on the clothing piece. So this is what I did for the airbrush thing. I think this one looks good. This one is I think it's supposed to be, what's her fucking name from goddamn Goku or whatever, Dragon Ball, hot blonde lady. Anyways, this one I thought also looked quite good. It's a lot more subtle, but like there's undertones of dark purple in the pants, which make it look a lot more dynamic. It's kind of hard to show you guys because it's all a bit mess. I'm doing the hair. I'm trying to do an undercoat that's lower and then build up to a higher coat. Don't focus on the fucking hair, okay, or the head. It's just the clothing. But yeah, what do you call? Also, the one thing I wish I could show you more is this turned out fucking awesome. The like this like cyan like gym coat, because that's what I was trying to do. She got like the jeans essentially, and I could dry brush stuff here if I wanted to really make those like worn out jeans. But I kind of wanted to see if it was sweats because she looked like she's wearing like a workout gear. Anyways, but the cyan like jacket, dude, I put some undercoats of green.
Syndicate said, although you probably don't care, Grin, I feel like I should still remind you. Also, I'm digging the shading of the pants. Did a great job on the wrinkles, although if I may suggest the X, Y, and Z method.
What's the X? What's that? What's the X, Y, and Z method? What do you call it? Yeah, also all that. Whatever you want, throw it at me. But what do you call it? This one, I think I did an undercoat of green on the shirt and all that stuff. And yeah, it's tough because there's like, you're trying to, it's weird because like for a lot of these, I just wanted to get context on why these things work the way they do. And I kind of feel like, again, it's so weird to describe this, but like you're basically just trying to get just because you know the rules of the game doesn't mean you know like the level of intensity that rule demands. Like for instance, a lot of this I went pretty heavy on the shadow, but that's actually not what you want to do because shadow is really hard to cover up, and like unless your character is in a super dark environment, you actually really want a lot of light. Because light is, or I perceives and adjusts to a certain octave of light to plead. Anyways, that was that one. This one was probably the biggest fail because I went so heavy-handed on the dark that it was a bit fucky. Let's zoom. Actually, maybe we shouldn't zoom in. Let's just go like this. I assume that's close enough. Is that too close? No, we want the other way. This way. Past. There we go. What do you call it? This one? I feel like was pretty okay. You guys can't see it as great, but like maybe if I. Sorry. What do you call it? You guys can see here that like the high points is pretty great.
Lone Syndicate said, I meant to put in Shiyu resets tomorrow, so for shading wrinkles in clothes, if you're unsure about the shading in clothes, make them look like X, Y, and Z. I can send an example. Give me a moment.
The shading in clothes? Okay, yeah, so what do you call it? I'm curious what yours would be, but like what that X, Y, Z would be. But for me, it's tough because like, I'm not sure what the right way to think about it is, but like when you're trying to capture dynamic, like there's like all these different types of styles, but the one that to me makes the most sense is the one that like is the closest to reality, I guess. So like how you can emulate realism in some capacities, and how like that realism you can like, if you understand the baseline of realism, you can then like tweak things and make them warmer. so they look like better than reality, but they don't look like a different entire style. Also, just like learning like spectral highlights and all these weird kind of variables is a little bit like specific to a given thing, where it's like if you could learn two things that give you the massive amount of like scale as far as like what it's applied to, that's pretty fucking bang on. But I was gonna say the jeans on this one, dude, I thought looked great. Like they turned out pretty fucking great. The jeans have that dynamic.
Said the folds on the clothes Uwe shown look awesome, although the non-folds look a bit flat, grasping at straws to articulate what I mean / shrug.
Yeah, I probably need to put more in the highlights. It's a kind of a weird variable, but I'll talk more about that. But this one I feel like was pretty okay. This one, again, the top part is way too, like, basically when you're using something like yellow, which is like one of the most thin colors possible, you do not want to use like any sort of, you want to be really soft on your shadows, because otherwise you'll have to have a crazy potent yellow to punch through that same variable. Anywho, that one was okay. You guys can see here that the shadows are way too intense underneath it, but when you're looking at it like this, the upper spectral part, fantastic. Anyways, also the jeans look pretty good, I think. Lastly, we got one more, which is this one right here. Bang. This one is okay. This is my dress-up darling one. I tried to do dynamic with black. Is almost fucking impossible. That's why it's always better to go for like an off gray. Otherwise, you lose a lot of the dimension in the dark skirt. But anyways.
A very good friend of mine is a crochet hobbyist and is going to try to make my slime ball fox as a little plushie. I'll be sure to share pictures when I receive it.
I can't wait to see. I bet it looks fantastic. That's so cool that people have very similar hobbies, etc.
Lone Syndicate said,
Also, it's so hard. Like, to me, this is the best example of it done really well. But like for instance, this is supposed to be a uniform, right, for a school. And I feel like this kind of gets at the weird hyper like subliminal effect of clothing, where like you got like again, it does like you could just paint it all blue, but that doesn't actually give any sort of variation to this, and it's so fucking subtle. Like you won't be able to notice that there's like some slight offset here, because that would be where light refracts and hits. And it'd be darker on the top, which is why you guys see that dynamic shadow. And it's also funny because like when you're looking at stuff for like through a camera, it is already quite flat. so only when you start to move it around like that, and you can start like tipping it up and down, you see light refract on it in special ways. I think that's when you start to be able to see like, oh, okay, there's some dynamicness there. But what was the other thing I was gonna mention? Oh, and then I made this one just because I was like, I want to get better at painting with brushes as well. But I just, this one's a little bit goonery if I'm honest, but I just wanted another rep with skin. And I'm fucking the best at skin at this point. I have no qualms about this. Also, I haven't even done any of the shading, by the way, so the skin wasn't done. I still have to go in there with like the recesses of pastel powder to intensify all the like curves and like lighting and blood flow. Anyways, again, this week was just supposed to be, what do you call it? Not color. Was just supposed to be... it's because I focused it in a weird way. Wrong way! There we go. And I can make it brighter. Did I make it brighter? I don't... There we go. Ooh, I got a bump in my chest. Okay. Back here. I haven't told you guys about the... Okay, so this is the thing I was kind of like begrudging. I'm like, should I talk about this again?
Gnawing Fetus said, question/suggestion.
Fuck me up.
You water down or paint pigments, right? For the spots you want darker blacks, use more pigment maybe?
So this is going to lead us into a whole conversation. All right, this is beautiful comment, beautiful set. Actually, before we get into the weeds, let me actually look at what Lone sent me. I don't know if it's something I can watch on, like look at stream really, or if it's something I should watch off stream if it's like a guide. Regardless, maybe it's just an image that I could see. Boppity boopity, GRINN. I imagine if I go to inbox, I can find it. Ooh, Lone's got some art too. I didn't see that new art, Lone. Look at my shading on the sleeves. Let's see. We can look at. Look at the shading on the sleeves and how ones in the middle take the shape of X, Y, and Z. Squish. You mean like this? Oh yeah. So I don't know if it's the same. It's so hard to describe. It's not that it's not the same. It's really weird to describe. But basically, like the biggest thing that you're fighting against, which is the thing that you don't experience, I guess, with like digital or even like pencil, it's pigment basically. Like, so like the transfer of paint, like a liquidy paint, into like a recess, and then having to wait for that to dry, and then for like when you put another paint over that, how that like not only can like water or damage the undercoat.
Sneak peek.
Yeah, I know. It looks fantastic. But like and maybe like at least like so I cannot stress enough how like I wake up in the morning and I binge every creator that's like uploading any sort of tutorial on painting. And I'm understanding all their like approaches and stuff like that. So I have like a surplus of like crazy things to apply and do. The question is like sometimes you'll watch a guide and then the outcome will be pretty shit, and you're like, wow, why did I fucking learn this weird this thing? It doesn't actually look very good. And I've found like a few that are like insanely high level as far as like people who should have millions of followers who are creating like amazing outputs, and their approaches is kind of what I've been trying to focus on and learn. I guess you like in order to like get better at anything, you have to emulate someone else's style before you can kind of start to, you know, create your own, so to speak. And for me, I just want to like get consistent at the output I can do. Anyway, but I do think that is something that like is relevant in some ways, because like, what do you call it? In order to do shadows, there's this whole thing where like, yes, you can just use like a gray.
McFluffirkins said, yeah, digital art is based on light spectrum while painting is ink, pigments, etc.
Yeah.
Colors mix differently when you're painting or drawing on physical surfaces. It's partly why printer ink is CMYK.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they're like it's I still can't find the perfect words to describe, but that's a good way to phrase it in a lot of ways. And you're probably adding a layer of gloss to it to make it more visible without saturating the hue. The comic based off of a design, commercial art I took and designed. Okay, now let's talk about what Nong was saying. So, what are we doing? I think it's this. Is it this? Yes. It's another video about how to do undercoats. Anyways, but okay, so on the topic of paint, so this is the big thing that I've talked to you guys about beforehand. I've basically, again, I basically there's two paths, and one I am like so fucking committed to at this point that I feel stupid like even conceiving of abandoning it. But basically, there's a lot of like, there's Createch, there's Vallejo, there's like all these paint manufacturers that like make airbrush paint, which is the predominant thing that I like to use. But it's like, hey, this is like for 30 mils, which is super tiny. Here is one pigment of yellow that is basically just that color, and if you try to mix it with another color, it won't work because it's spiked with another color, and it's just a mess. Now that's fine, but that means you have to like spend $12 times, what is it, like fucking 12 or 18 for all the pigments that you're actually going to need, and you can't get a good amount of them. The good news is the airbrush paint goes quite far, but still. So to me, it was like, oh man. So I started this journey being like, can I get a better deal, so to speak? And now I've kind of gotten to the point where like I have learned up so much weird shit about how to make paint and mix paint that I have basically gotten to like, it's so fucked up, dude. I bought paint. Tried to just do the thing that I thought you could do, which is water it down and put it through an airbrush. The issue is it runs, so that didn't work. Then I had to learn about binders, which is that all paints are basically made up of pigments and binders, i.e. glue and then the powder of the pigment itself. Anywho, then I'm like, okay, so basically all I need is the binder, and now I need a higher pigment density, which is great, so that way you don't have to like, you're not tinting something yellow 10 times. Or like I put one pass and I get yellow. But the only issue with this is I still don't have enough pigment density, basically. So like if I take a thick, like really high quality paint and I dilute it, it still doesn't really get me what I want. And that's kind of what I'm dealing with right now. So like Nong asked so much questions about like, hey, are you using a gloss or what are the things? The biggest thing that's like hurting me right now is that I don't have a good consistent paint. It is constantly like inconsistent with like the wateriness of it, the way that sometimes it webs and all that shit. To where like there's an option one, which is just bite the bullet, buy high quality paint and have to account for that in your process, basically, of like, hey, if you're going to sell a statue for XYZ money, you're going to have to account for the fact that you're going to have to, you know, that's going to come up to your, what's the
Gnawing
phrase?
Fetus said for screen printing at least, you can make any color in existence using a base of white and cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. Note, cyan isn't blue, and magenta is a purplish-looking red.
Oh yeah, no. So this is like where I've caught up to speed.
_1337 said, "What the hell am joining on? SMSH."
we're talking about paints. We're talking about paints, and we're talking about Black Cat. You gooned to the beginning of to the stream, not podcast. But I was gonna say, so like that's the thing I've been learning all about is like, so again, the idea to me, just to make a long story short, I have basically come full circle. And this is what the shitty thing is like, I tried something, figured I didn't have enough pigment density, and no, I didn't have a good enough binder. So I'm like, okay, let me learn about binders and paint. Got it. I found a binder. It works. It's good. Great. Tried it again. Guess what? You don't have enough pigment density, so that you basically having to do still 1,000 passes, and you're like the actual binder has nothing to bite onto. So you're actually like just pushing around water. So now I'm on my third pass, which has literally had me go from like, I guess I'm just making fucking paint. Like I have the binder I need. I'm going to buy the pigment powder, which is a great deal, by the way. Holy fuck. You can buy pigment powder for like 1/8 of the money and get like so much more volume of like potency. Like I can get like a tiny little bottle this big, and then fucking pigment powder will make like 18 bottles of the highest saturation paint ever. The only thing that's a little shitty is I can only get a good binder that essentially is gloss. So that's one of the things that's frustrating when you're painting with gloss, is that it affects light really weirdly. But it's fine to like remedy that. It's just when it's an end product, I just have to hit it with a matte varnish essentially. So that's not the biggest issue. But when it comes to painting, it's always nice to not have that. But with that being said, glosses naturally have a lot more, what's it called? Like they basically flatten out really significantly easier. But anyways, that's basically where I'm at. But I still, dude, it's the reason why I was like begrudging talking about this, because it is just like having to eat glass. So I have like I'm not rolling in dough, so to speak, and I always hate spending money. And I've had to spend, my first thing was like $120, and my second attempt with the different types of binders and paints that I was using was another $120. And then this third one will be another $120. And so again, maybe like, couldn't you have just bought the what do you call it? The normal bog standard paints from like a high quality distributor? I could have, but I feel like I'm too bought in at this point to not fully commit. And there is, the good news is that there's not just like being stubborn. If I do overcome this bottleneck, I theoretically will have like the best paint ever, because I can control how much coverage I have. I can make really dense pigment.
Said, have you ever looked into color theory? Aside from binder choice, again in a screen printing context, will probably educate you the most for creating different pigments.
Oh, no, this is the thing, but no, I only have so many words, but like I have fully understood color theory as far as that's concerned. So like one of the things I haven't told you about is how I actually understood about mixing this. Is I actually just went to Gemini and I made it a gem, which is basically just like, hey, I have this intention of basically taking this pigment powder and getting the 4 fundamentals of all pigment, which is I basically verified all that stuff. Same thing that you said, except a few other ones to make like unique colors like cyan, which you want to use Pantheon blue and things like that. And based on those 4 fundamental colors, I can then make every color on the color spectrum, except for like I think a few small ones. But I can make 99% of all the colors that I could. And yeah, but basically the goal is to have like what we call master bottles of like red, blue, and whatever, and then like throw in a hex code into Gemini, the gem I have, hit go, and it's like, here's the exact proportions of each one of those bottles you need to pour into a thing, mix it up, and now you're good. Now you have that paint. So you basically can have infinite paint forever without having to buy 1,000 different types of pigment. So that is a part of it. That's also a cost-saving thing. It's like, okay, if I can just buy the raw pigment of all these types of pigment colors, then I basically can make any color ever. And I can also, eventually, when I'm done building all this stuff, I'm done. Also, I also think it'd be something cool to like give to people on the Patreon. Be like, hey, by the way, I have this gem that if you just buy this fucking powder and you mix it with this binder, you can save a ton of money and get shit tons of yield. Because that's the other thing that's super nice about this. Is like, yes, like why wouldn't I just go and buy like the actual, high quality paints from other distributors? Well, because you're not able to get a lot of volume, so you're still having to spend $12 on something that you're probably going to burn through within a month if you're painting as much as I am. Whereas for me, I can make gallons of paint because of how potent this pigment stuff is. So it's still like again, if you're willing to spend the money, which you're already willing, because you're not going to buy 2 fucking paints to paint a statue. You have multiple colors that you
Gnawing
use.
Fetus said, I imagine used to be able to recreate any color pigment using CMYK values just by looking at it. within 5 PTS of value.
Yeah.
Out of a max of 255 PTS per C, M, Y, and K.
Yeah, being able to look at something and understand that, like, you need this much yellow, this much that, and then there's various things that, like, the other thing about, like a little bit of the color theory that I was watching was that, like, in order to understand vibrancy, you need to understand that certain colors, when you mix all colors together, create like dark or muddy, basically. So you have to use colors that basically do not contain the other color in it to keep saturation high. So you can't just mix anything willy-nilly because it will decrease the saturation point of that color. Anyways, bunch of shit like that. But he says that is insane. What is insane? Black Cat, because Black Cat is crazy. She is too much. Also, what did he do? Oh, Alone wanted us to check out his channel trailer, which was pretty fantastic. I did check it out because it popped up in my feed and I thought, I got time. Let me pull up Lone Syndicate. There we go. Ba ba ba. Yeah. Lone Syndicate. Not gonna pull up now. I got Syndicate. It's not. Is it ZZZ? No, not ZZ. ZZZ. Lone, your name.
Lone Syndicate said, "Need me to just send it?"
Maybe just post it into the thing, but that's not a good sign, Lone. You get a lot of stuff that comes up to compete when you Google search Lone Syndicate channels. There it is. I got it. Ooh, 1K on that video. That's short. Let's go. I got it. All right. It took a while, but we got there. Boppity boopity.
Bolty_1337 said it has a lotto, but at times.
It has a lot, but at times? What? What? Keyword is used. I'm way out of practice now. Yeah, but still, you still got that skill. You just gotta knock off the dust. I feel like you'll be able to get to there in no time. Once you know something, I feel like you know something. It's kind of hard to like be like, and I've just blacked out. But yes. Let me get some coffee. Am I focused? I don't know. Who cares? Also, dude, I'm waiting for The Boys to end so I can hope, because I keep seeing shorts of it, and I just need the ending to not be what it was in the comics, and then I'll fucking be like, let's go, add it to the list of things I'll never get to. But I keep seeing shorts of it, and I'm like, dude, the comic book ends in like the worst way possible. So I'm just like, please don't do that. And they've already changed a lot of shit, so you can hope that it's not going to be that way. Also, shout out to Good Omens getting its season 3 finale. So that's like one of the best feel-good fucking shows ever. Also, welcome to Demon School. Irmika is also out, and I cannot wait to binge all of it and for it to cement my love for it. Anyways, although it has so many seasons that are just so awesome. And all right, let's rock.
Oh, travel. You've just stumbled into the most forbidden sanctuary in the gacha world.
Every time he speaks, there's like compressions.
I'm Lone, and this is Syndicate. Together, we are Lone Syndicate. You haven't just
McFlufferkin said I made use of Twitch's clip sharing feature to send it over to YouTube, and it got around 750 views within the first 24 hours, which was nice.
Holy shit! Which one, Fluff? That's awesome, dude. I cannot stress enough how like. I think 90% of that is just that. Like, dude, there's like so much infrastructure. Like, I think if you just Googled, I only bring this up because I feel like I'm going to go into that world too. Like, the plan is for me to start to pursue this like painting stuff and actually be able to make stuff. I've already talked to you guys about it, but the idea is like getting back into the game of YouTube, specifically in this channel. And there's got to be ways to like automate all of that stuff to where like you can just say, hey, I have a stream. It's 2 hours. Can you just like find clips and do all that stuff? Or like there's got to be ways for it to be super automated now, and for you just to increase your output essentially. Anyways, when I hear something like that, I'm like, yeah.
officially been recruited into the hidden waifu village. Wipe that drool off your face.
Hidden waifu village. I wonder if... I wonder about that name.
Work to do. We don't just play the game. We dominate it, whether we're penetrating deep into the hollows of ZZZ, punishing tacit discourse in Wuwa, or handling the assets
Christ.
of we do it with high stakes challenges,
what a good thumbnail.
Wacky builds that will make your head spin. Need a guide to keep your squad ahead of the curve? I've got the deep dive skill analysis to assure you're always on top. And don't let my looks fool you. I'm a certified scholar with a PhD in anime titties. I've spent years studying physics so I can bring
iconic
you
anime
art that will make you do a double take. Don't believe me? Take a look at Exhibit A and get a load of Exhibit.
Also, Lone, just what a fucking master class in like leading with your best foot forward.
B. Professional? Maybe. Suggestive? Only if you have a pulse. But let's talk about the real addiction, the gambler. We are on a sacred mission to collect every single white.
This is where you would never catch me dead or alive saying this.
In existence. When a banner drops, we don't just pull, we going deep, real deep.
Not this.
50-50s?
Who decided that?
Not this.
Don't scare me. I don't lose. I just decide when the game is ready to give up the goods. If you're ready to be...
The hubris. The absolute hubris in that statement. I don't stop. I wait. Whatever. When I first heard that, I was just like, are you... You're just like asking the universe, just like, don't give me anything, please. I decide when you're willing to give up the goods.
Become a permanent resident. You all know what to do. Reach out and slap that sub and follow button right in the bare cheek one time. Just like how you want to slap your favorite waifu right in the bare cheek one time. Join the Discord. Find me on IG, YouTube, and Twitch. Find your waifu and enjoy your stay. I'm Lone, and I'll see you on my next ninja adventures. Stay lethal, my ninjas.
Pow! Also, was this a little bit different? I feel like this one got. Yeah, there's some shading happening here. Maybe that was the same enhancer thing. I don't know, regardless, looks nice. The lips look shiny. Anyway, fantastic video, Lone. What do you call it? I was gonna say, I just because I bring this up.
Bolty_1337 said slap, slap, slap.
I was gonna say, Lone, I am surprised that you have not leaned more into the provocative thumbnail. Cause yeah, based on like that, you're kind of holding up the mantle of like, hey, anime titty extraordinaire expert man. Honestly, if you had the SpongeBob meme of like him being like, oh shit, I hit the mic. One of those at the name card that says horrible shit. What do you call it? I'm surprised you haven't leaned into the more provocative angle of thumbnail game, because that is an absolute superpower. That's what Red brought up a long time ago. I think it was Nub also. They were like, they made content in the past and they just like weaponized schmexy anime titty basically, and then you'd be surprised how many views you get. So long as you're not like gratuitous. It's funny because YouTube I think does let you dabble, but like, and it's funny because like, I used to get on, what's his name, MXR about this, because, like, I always thought, you're, like, looking at memes, and, like, it's always so leaning towards, titty clickbaited, whatever. But, like, genuinely, the games you play, that is the point. Like, that is the whole thing, is to, like, look at these hot ladies, look beautiful, look cool, all that stuff. You click, or you play. So I feel like, weirdly, I feel more okay with this one than his weird shit. But yes. Fantastic first welcome channel thing. I will say, the thumbnail is kind of perfect. Like, this is kind of thumbnail essence 101, where like it's big titties, she looks nice. This is a bit, and the welcome is good. The only thing I don't love about the welcome is that it has this yellow backdrop hue, which I've always thought looked a little like not it, But that's just me being picky, I guess. But it's still fantastic. I thought, in general, I feel like the script of it was really, really good. Like the way I think you did take a lot of time to like write out everything that you were going to say, because unless you just riffed, I can't be. It can't be. You had too many fucking in like sweeping jokes and stuff like that. But no, I thought that was fantastic. I'm trying to think of like if there's any kind of feedback I could give you. No.
Lone Syndicate
Well, wait.
Said, now the thing I want to ask everyone is, how would you rate that trailer scale of 1 to 10? A non-bias. You're just a random Joe on the street.
Good question. Well, immediately my first thought would be, what do you call it? You did a really good job. I should play. What do you call it? You did a good job about like being honest to who you are. So you made some memes. Again, I referenced certain memes. So I'm like, oh, he knows that anime of High School of the Dead. He what do you call it? He like watches this show. Fantastic. So if you're an anime watcher, which if you're playing these anime games, you likely are. I'd feel like that's, oh, I noticed that. Oh, I noticed that. And that rewards the viewer as a subconscious thing. Anyways, the question that I feel like in my head, if I were to really like laser sight in on it, it would be this. The point of a channel trailer is to get you to either subscribe or to watch more from that creator. Did that? I think the only thing that you could have done that would have made me as a viewer watch more is if you would have included moments from your actual channel more. So I like the beginning, I like the end. I think all that's great. It's the middle that I feel like you told me about like the like your cult, your community, so to speak, but you didn't tell me like what the content is. So like if you would have had a section in there, I think that would have been like, here's a funny moment from this video, here's a tutorial moment from this video. You were like, look at this, but it doesn't tell me why that was fun or good. I guess it just tells me that that's available, I suppose. So that's the only thing, if I could parse out any sort of like feedback that I would give, is that I feel like if you had a little section where you actually had like just a series of clips back to back where you would have like showed like you being silly, or like one of your shorts popping off and being like, oh my god, Nikita's ass, all that stuff, that would have been like a moment where I would have chuckled and been like, okay, I wouldn't mind that popping up in my feed. But as far as you as a person, I feel
Lone
like
Syndicate
you sell yourself
next,
really fast.
do you feel the Essence personality when you watched
Yeah.
the trailer? Do you think I was holding back? Was I not going the distance? Should I got further?
No, I feel like Lone, I feel like that's one of the problems you do not have. And like it's kind of a waste of time for you particularly, basically. Like I don't know if I feel like I could show any person your video and immediately they would like absorb your personality, basically.
McFlufferkin said Lone may have mentioned it already, but he did successfully become a Twitch affiliate, so
no
big
way!
congrats on swift results there,
Lone. Let's go, Lone. That's fucking huge. Oh, I'm so proud of you, buddy. That is incredible. Again, so much of like this fucking weird game is just like leveraging anything it can, like YouTube videos you're making, all that stuff. Huge. That's fucking awesome, Lone. Lone, that's incredible. You put me to shame, man. What do you call it? It took me so long to do that. Also, it took me so long to even do it on our VR channel. Granted, VR is a kind of a sub niche, but still, it took me so long to do that on our VR channel as well. Like to even get monetized, which you need to get like a certain amount of views. Views actually wasn't the issue; it's the subscriptions, which was the harder part. I got like pretty decent views, but the subscription fucking kicked my ass. But yeah, like I was gonna say, I do not feel like when I think most people would watch your videos, they immediately absorb your personality. They immediately like absorb all that stuff. I think also you have like stuff that like everyone has certain advantages. I think your accent is like super charismatic or like charming. I think a lot of people who I think have heard that like level of southern twang and etc. Even Fluff follows this like wonderful VTuber who has like a very similar wholesome southern type of accent. And then also like your just honesty about the games you love and all this stuff. I feel like that's the thing that you don't need any help with. Again, the only thing I could kind of see is a gap was something that I learned when I was trying to like learn all this stuff, is that you need to introduce, it's such a fucking annoying concept, but it's value. So like value could just be some like broken down to the thing that people perceive as worthwhile. So like if you're making a guide, you immediately need to show the fact that, hey, if you follow this guide, I'll actually show you how to get insane numbers. If it was a jokey, fun, silly video, it was leading with the jokey, fun part that validates all this. Also, shout out to this. This is fucking cool. Don't starve. Can't wait. Like if you're actually genuinely wanting like a feedback loop to improve, that's the only variable that I think is going to be a thing that I haven't seen. I haven't checked out all the videos you made, but as far as the small ones, like the little pieces that I haven't seen that exactly. I think that's probably one of the first things that you probably should
Lone
key
Syndicate
into.
said I was going to share that too after trailer. The fluff beat me too, LOL. But yeah, I did. I got the email last Sunday morning, and GRINN got ahead of me with my final question.
What was about the what did I say? What fuck? sorry. It's just the theory of like not theory the steps that I would take going through it. But I was gonna say, yeah, man, that's the whole like being a channel subscription is so good. The only thing I will, I'm not sure if I should mention this, but like, there's two things that like alleviated pressure for me in my head. So like a lot of people will fight for this idea of I need to get membership, or not membership. I need to get subscriber. No, what's it called? Twitch affiliate. Like I need to get the thing to turn on ads so I can start making money from this. As a person who's been doing this for such a long time, and like all those things, just because you have like the green light to make money or like to get ads or whatever that variable you are like looking to get to becoming an affiliate or like partnered, that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to make any, and I mean any notable income, like at all. It could be, hypothetically you could, but to me the thing that's always helped like the journey and all those variables is to realize that every single time you make a video, every single time you do any of those things, those have basically, if you just think about it in a weird way, it's basically an ad. So like if you are always pushing towards your Twitter, this is also why many content creators make merch, so that you're always basically like every single time somebody checks out that video and you push to something like that, that's theoretically an amount of money that you could have made from like anything. Now, Lone has a right thing where he actually taking commissions, which I want to hear more about from Lone when it comes to the whole commissions thing. But like to me, that's a really good way of thinking about it. Of like, hey, what do you call it? Every single like video Lone makes, I think that's a really smart idea to say, hey, what do you call it? By the way, I have a Twitch that you can subscribe to, or you can subscribe to me as a membership on YouTube or Twitch, and I also am open to doing commissions whenever I have time. Like both of those things directly like feed back into money in your pocket, which then you can buy an editor, you can do all of those things. I think you can always possibly do that. And to me, it's just been a really nice lens to think about. Like each one of my videos has the potential to be seen by somebody, and when that is seen by somebody, I could also, what do you call it? I don't know what the right way to phrase it is, but like not let it go to waste, essentially. And then there's a question of like, well, are you asking too much? And it's like, well, then you got to ask in the way that is not too much, even if it's something as simple as like, because like in my opinion, like the whole asking for likes, favorites, and subscriptions don't actually move the needle or matter much at all. Like the thing that matters the most is like, can you tell someone about the video? If it helped you in any way, could you tell your friend or tell anybody? What do you call it? If you wanted to. It's weird because I think that's maybe the thing I get fucked up on is like
Lone Syndicate said it was what part you felt was kind of lacking, and you said the middle, so you already answered my question.
I see.
Thank you. And my final question, if I were to turn that trailer into a short, what parts?
What parts of the trailer for a short? I think to me the point where like I feel like the ending where you kind of summarize like you in essence of like what a variable of you, which was really compelling, which was like I'm willing to go the distance for gotcha. Like it's either when they give the goods or something like that. I think that moment really antithesis like, oh, this guy fucks. this guy goes the distance. Okay, all right, he's one of them. And the same thing for like you saying that you're an anime titty expert or whatever thing like that. Also, I think is like both those encapsulate your fearlessness for who you are in conjunction with what's it called? You being okay with whoever you are. And then the intro of like
said,
who
what
you
parts
are.
would you cut out and which would you keep?
I would just keep those two parts, and then like you'd have to feed it into it. Like so you have to still make a video or short. So you can't just include those clips. You'd have to like have the introduction of like, hey, this is my channel, this is what I'm about, into those two funny parts. And I would probably suggest making it shorter than you'd like, which I feel like is always a good rule of thumb with shorts. Like the goal is to not overstay your welcome in a lot of ways. But what I was going to say about the thing, I wish I would have tied that up. But I think that's the difference. That's what I was going to say. So it's weird. Like I always felt like it's kind of weird when someone's like, hey, can you donate to me, or like, all that stuff. I think a lot of people it comes across a certain kind of way. Now again, we talked about this in a previous stream where it's like it's really important for you just to like get your head above water. So you could let shame take away your dreams, or you could just acknowledge that, hey, I might have to suffer through a little bit of shame, and then maybe I can get my head above water, and then I don't have to be shameful anymore. But I also think that like it's a little bit different when you're offering something like tangible. So like when Lone offers a commission for his art, to me, I think that's, I don't know, to me that feels a little like instead of saying like, hey, I just want you to give me something without giving you something in return. Instead, here's something that I actually want to give you. So like a proper exchange of value, I guess, is why to me that feels a little less like bad. So like in every video, if Lone said that, of like, hey, by the way, just on a side thing, whenever I have time, I like to draw, and I'd be really happy to make you something for a small commission, etc. Like I don't think that's should be seen with any sort of weirdness. You know, I feel like Lone does that in every single one of his videos. It could be 2 years from now, and that's still paying for itself because a random person happens to click on insert thing and sees that video and says, oh fuck, I wouldn't mind some art, sure. And so long as his prices are competitive, for sure, why not? And now Lone doesn't realize, but like years later, all of those videos he's made has compounded, and now he's like, hey dude, if I lost my job, or if we go through another fucking pandemic or whatever, I'm not completely fucked. If my job goes away. So like, oh, isn't that nice that right now you made a choice that infinitely fed you moving forward? So that's something that like, to me, makes it so that like the whole idea of you know, memberships or all this stuff, to me makes it a lot less necessary.
Lone Syndicate said, I try and aim for 30-second shorts at most, 45 seconds, since anything longer I've noticed doesn't do well. But my idea was starting the short with the part of the lady IES getting their butt slapped with.
Hell yeah. Again, I don't know it as vividly as you. The short question, I'll be honest, is I can't answer really well because I'm not intimately. I'd have to watch your video like 4 or 5 times to understand which parts can sequence together. But yeah, I would just keep those 2 parts because I think those 2 parts sell a charming variable of you forward. Also, what do you call it? Fluff makes a great point as well, saying like loopable shorts are always really satisfying in a lot of ways too. But he says, maybe a combination like using a video and adding another voiceover could repeat. What do you mean by that? Maybe adding a voice, maybe adding a combination. Oh, I see. Yeah, that would be good. Like again, I think if you tried, well, I don't know. I always want to like step back a little bit because like Lone specifically asked for advice or like what we think about this, so I feel like I'm okay to go into this. But I should also be clear when I'm like, I also don't know. Like this is one of those things where like I'd have to think more and longer and harder about it to give you guys like a really good answer. This is like just right off the top of my head. And when it comes to shorts, it's a different thing. Also, what is this? Oh, this is the same thing. Okay, this is weird. This is a different ad. Yeah, for a video game, I guess. Oh shit, let's get into some React before we lose everything. Because we also want to get into some other things. Also, fantastic art, Lone. Lone is getting into a new era of squish. Maybe not new, but new-ish for me. What are we doing? We're going to the... where are you? Where are you? I'm blind. There's Grin React tab. Boom. Also, I think we have finally, officially survived our strike on our channel, so we can basically have another oopsie, I think. We're still never going to watch a clip of a movie, probably, ever.
Lone Syndicate said, also my React suggestion is checking out my latest video before the trailer, and at the moment at 1.22.
Ooh, okay, I want to show you guys this. Can anybody explain the avatar situation to me? So Kat's uploaded this, which is basically, apparently there's leaked avatar footage, maybe. Fucking looks clean as hell. But I thought like...
Bolty_1337 said, well, then,
yeah,
don't show the avatar
absolutely
stuff.
not. So if you guys want to see that shit, bang. But I was going to say, can anybody explain that to me? Because like I thought like Legend of Korra, for me, ruined a lot of the Avatar stuff because I was like, oh, Aang dies, I guess? And also, she, like, they just never end up together in a weird way, and then she starts, like, banging fucking everybody? So it's like, God, Jesus, this ruined my whole fucking headcanon of, like, oh, it'd be nice if they lived in it, yeah, fucking MILF situation where she's older than him. Anyways, yeah, instead, it's just her scissoring people. and like fucking people up and shit. And I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I don't know what this is. Is this like, what is the movie basically going to be about? Is this Aang? Well, she's off doing her thing, and Aang's just decided, fuck it, I'm the guy, and I am never going to get married or be with a person. I don't know.
McFlufferkin said, there's an Avatar fighting game coming that looks pretty great. Korra is not Katara also.
What? Korra is not Katara? What do you mean? What does that mean? Korra is not Katara. What's that? Was it Lone says, also my reactor? No, don't do that. What, show the Avatar? Yeah, no, we're not going to show the Avatar one. I just thought it was cool. If y'all wanted to see it, very fun. What's this? Here comes the smolder. What is this?
Volty_1337 said it's a leaked movie from a streaming site, essentially ruining all the theater releases that were expected for it, yet they released it on a streaming site, ruining all the fun, and that is the leak.
Oh, is it like the full movie
said,
out?
I think this is meant to be a pre-sequel sort of thing, filling the gap of time between Last Airbender and Legend of Korra.
Does anybody think that's a bust? Like, it's like, I don't know, but like I thought it was weird because I thought people loved Korra and then they fucking hated it because I think they made it like drama-y where they started adding like weird triangles of love and you're just like, dude, fucking dude. I don't know, maybe people loved it. Maybe it's just my gauge, but whenever I see people talk about it, I thought like, oh, this doesn't. Damn, I don't know if I like this. I might be an asshole. Using raw aura to kill a dragon. Is this a convenient dot? God, dude. That's that peak Bethesda junk, man. Jank. I was gonna say, I've heard people say that like, what is it called? Starfield. They're like, Starfield can't be saved, guys. I have no time to watch anything like at all, so I just look at thumbnails and I think, got it, which is terrible. Like, you should not do this. It's like same thing as watching news articles. You see like a headline and you just take it and run with it. I don't take it and run with it, but I do have it. I put it in the back of my head and I think, is that real? I'll ask people about it who have a life and can actually reply maybe. But I seen something about Starfield basically being like unsavable or some shit, and I just think about this and I think this is that Bethesda like jank that is just nice, and maybe we're all looking at things with like rose-colored glasses. I do just think it was such a weird play. Looking back at Starfield in hindsight, No Man's Sky exists already. What a weird thing to add to it.
And you were referring to Korra getting with Aang, but Katara was the love interest. Korra is the next Avatar and the protag of the series that went off course for many.
Oh, let's see. Wait, what? 1 second. And you were referring to Korra. Am I thinking about Korra? I'm talking about like in the original series, there was the waterbending lady, Aang, and her brother. And I always thought that waterbending lady and Aang were like hinted at moments, basically. But you're saying that there's another heroine lady, like female person, that is his actual thing if you like finish the entire series, because I did not. I only watched it when it came online. I loved it. But yes, what's good, Fishy? Fishy says, hello there, what's good, Fishy? Also, Useful says, Starfield can be saved, but Bethesda aren't willing to save it. So what is that? What is that? Like, are they not updating it? Or like, what is it about Starfield that it has it be so busted? Because for me, it was never for me. Like, I'm not a space guy. I prefer fantasy. Sci-fi is okay when it's like Star Wars and it's mostly magic, but when it's like, there's a giant ship or whatever, I'm like, I don't know, dude. I'm not into cars. I'm not that guy. I don't know. Yeah. Wasn't that because I said you are? That's a side thing. That's the one reason why I don't think I can fuck it with.
McFlufferkin said Katara is the waterbender, but you were calling her Korra, which is the main character of the second series.
Wait a minute. What? So, wait. So like, wow, I'm so fucking lost. I always thought that. So
Gnawing
what?
Fetus said to me, Starfield's best aspect was the shipbuilder. Everything else felt phoned in.
Yeah.
The shipbuilder had that classic Bethesda jank, but the rest of it was phoned in from 5 states away.
Yeah. Also, I feel like they didn't. Like, I feel like Bethesda doesn't know what makes Bethesda so sweet. Like, I wish Bethesda didn't just say like, we decided to make I don't know, like a space thing when we try to do this whole style where it's like new age thing. I wish they were like, we decided to make the companions better. We decided to like create like intricate quests where like this companion's like has a whole faction thing. She could die in it if you don't make the right choices. Bang. Instead they're like, no, we focus a lot on the art style. And you're like, okay, I mean, sure, but like I don't. That's not what Bethesda is good at a lot of things. I wish they were better at other things. And like the style thing, I think it's fine. You already make stuff that looks cool. I don't know. But I'm still lost on the Avatar thing. So wait, the Avatar thing. She's not. I thought the whole point of like Korra was that she was the waterbender girl in the Aang's journey, like the kids show when it's Aang, waterbending girl, and a brother. That's not the waterbending girl. Isn't Korra or like the fucking person in the weird Legend of Korra thing? My mind's getting absolutely shattered right now. I thought for sure that was the case. What happened to what? Anyways. I thought for sure that as a person who had not watched the thing, I always assumed. Anyways, was that because
Volty_1337 said, "Lol, Korra is an avatar, so she can't be her."
She can't be her. Why
McFlufferkin
does she look
said
identical?
Legend of Korra is a sequel series that takes place a few decades later. Katara and Aang did get together and had a few kids. Korra is the next avatar, unrelated.
Why does
it
she
goes in a cycle of benders.
Why does she look identical? What the fuck, dude? Oh my god. Okay, so wait, no, this is great. Okay. I'm so on board then with this. So it has nothing to do with it? Wow. Her mom is from the water. So they all just look identical. But oh my god.
Flying Fetus said Korra is an avatar. But like how Aang was an airbender, Korra is a waterbender, if memory serves.
God, it's a different start point. That is insane, man. Why isn't my text-to-speech working? Fish, you gotta use !S. That gets text-to-speech going. And I'll rip it away from people who abuse it. But, what do you call it? I was gonna say, dude, that blew my mind. So nothing is wrong. So, like, wait, in the canon, both Aang and the water lady got together? That's great. Okay, so, let's run. Why is it a movie? Why can't we do a series? Why can't we do a series where it's older Aang fucking shit up with his wife?
FASHYCHAD said, is it working?
It's working. It's working. Let's see. She looks like the rest of that. Why isn't it? Also, what's good? Useful. Useful says, they look similar because they are both from the same. They look fucking identical, gang. They don't look similar. Then she looks like the older equivalent of that. Anyways, but that is. I'm more on board with it now. I thought this was like a bastardization of the character that I've lived years thinking that wasn't how that worked. That's crazy. Anyways. Was that because I said you're acting like a mom? Getting hit by every single one of those beams, mega particles could kill a person instantly. Wait, this is the TV show. Maybe we can't watch it. Let's watch it in small form.
Volty_1337 said, didn't they have different groups producing the stories too?
Probably. I feel like that's why a lot of people probably got bent about the outcome of it all. Because a series cost more money. Yeah. I don't know if it actually does.
McFlufferkin
maybe.
said Legend of Korra
animation.
literally begins with showing Korra as a child.
I didn't watch it.
Well after the events of last
No, I didn't watch
Airbender.
Korra. Yeah. Again, guys, I observe things through like a fucking 20-mile lens of like, oh, they're doing an Avatar thing. I'll watch that one day. And then it's 7 years later. And I'm like, it's finished. And I'm like, oh, so it's not very good? Okay, and the whole time I'm just like, oh, I guess it's Korra grown up because she looks identical to Korra. Okay, but yes. Also, I'm not that into
FASHYCHAD said, by the way,
What's
just
up?
got to floor 40 on Let It Die.
Oh, good for you, man.
Been grinding TDM raids and getting Rainbow Lost Bags.
Let's go.
Got some of the best decals in the game now.
Oh shit.
I'm currently upgrading Happy Wheeler set and Chopper.
I'm about to say, do you at least have the like? Do you have a decal that is like the weapon you like to use and the and the armor you like to use? Because that's peak. I did watch Korra. Dude, fuck it. I'm so happy you said that shit. I have watched so many shows. Watched so many shows just through like shorts. It's crazy. And I have like such a fragmented like understanding. But you know what's awesome about that? I feel like I can go back and watch the whole series and be like, dude, this is awesome. Because I have just enough to be like, okay, is the story shit or is it not shit? And it's great. Korra was kind of, it's what everyone says. People say, like, I feel like people like the first couple seasons, and then they're like, this got way too drama-y, and there's like fucking love triangles and shit. and they're like, this is not what I want from my magic wind guy, water people, all that stuff. Also, I don't know, man. To me, like, I want to see, I don't even, we can talk about this forever, but like the idea of like, man, wouldn't it be cool if we could see a video game for like Avatar? Also, I always feel like earthbending was the Hufflepuff. Stop it. The Hufflepuff of that world. But yeah. Husky with an Italian accent. What is this?
Ma che vuoi? Diglielo.
That's crazy.
Che sono cattivi.
McFlufferkin said Last Airbender was catching lightning in a bottle. The live-action movie, comics, and Legend of Korra were all cases of dropping the ball again and again.
I'm gonna piss people off with this one, gang.
Useful Bobcat said, Dan has a strange patchwork of knowledge. There's no telling what he knows about any given subject.
I was gonna say, man, I'm gonna piss people off a little bit. As a person who watched the Avatar animated series, loved it, only caught fragments of it. I couldn't watch the whole thing because it was back in the day when shit was just not consistent on Nickelodeon or whatever. But the movie came out, dude.
FASHYCHAD.
I was able to enjoy it.
Said I got the Kamas assault rifle decal. It's plus 30% damage.
Oh, that's
got
good.
Pro tip. The one which prevents equipment duration 40% of the time, using spy and other decals.
Ooh, okay, yeah, that sounds not bad at all. That's the only thing that's a bit shitty with that, which maybe be too overpowered and let die, which you have in multiple, you can't wear multiple armor sets, basically. You have to wear a full armor set and then a gun. If your helmet breaks, you just lose the bonus, which is shitty. But yeah, I was gonna say maybe we could use two, that'd be cool, that we could have like two different types of weapons you're amplifying, but now you can only have one and then another one. Anyways, Useful says, the gamer says there is a fighting game coming out soon for Avatar. Man, see, this is the thing. I feel like we're living in the age of like people being like, do you want like a fighting game of this? Like again, Invincible came out, which at least that makes sense. But like for Avatar, I'm like, dude, you could just print money. Like, why can't you just give this to like fucking Obsidian or any of these companies that are like, please, we make RPGs. We're allergic to making our own game, our own concept and world building. But like, dude, that is still on like my bucket list of all bucket lists, is like an RPG where you are thrust into like the world of Avatar and you just get to pick whatever fucking specialization you have.
McFlufferkin said,
anyways,
and because you didn't watch the full Airbender series, it makes sense you'd like the live action movie.
Yeah.
However, this does mean your life is now forfeit.
It probably does. Hey guys, I can always go back and watch. The only thing I will say that makes me really want to go back and watch all of it is apparently there's a lot of like critical life lessons from the fire guy and the like old man, which has been like a fundamental principle for their like many people's existence, which funnily enough for me that was I say as a Canadian, American Dragon, dude. American Dragon was what I feel like for a lot of you guys was Avatar, which I would not say is a great trade, but it is a trade and it was pretty fun, cool too, dude. American Dragon, fucking fire, dude. Fire, all right? I just like the core memory in my whole head. Just unraveled. I thought, holy shit, this is the thing? Hot damn. All right, back to some reacts. Let's see. Also, I forgot to keep marking my tings. We've seen that one. We've seen a little bit of that one, but we couldn't because could have been sussy weirdness with
McFlufferkin said, it's pretty much the best Western anime out there. I do recommend watching Last Airbender in full.
Would you
FASHYCHAD
maybe
said I was massively into Dark Souls and Souls-likes. I used to hate on Let It Die. Tried it a
Really?
few times and hated it. But after trying it, after it's got me addicted, it's the gacha systems, I think.
I think it's pushing through adversity, man. I feel like Let It Die has a real steep like it's dog shit, and then you finally get like a weapon to evolve, and you're like, that's kind of cool, and then you're like, oh shit, I kind of get this. As soon as you start like being able to like nuke every enemy because you can understand like the dumb AI and like show them your back, pivot around, melee them, and then you're like, oh shit, okay, I'm getting it. And then that like going from like eating shit to like, oh, I got it, is so fucking tempting in that game.
Say question should send my video with the timestamps to the React tab.
Yeah, sure, you can do that if you want it. You can send one, send a couple if you want it. Just give me the timestamps. Hopefully it's in the thing. And watch little bits, because that's the whole point of this. Just getting to everyone's kind of like, check this out, Grin. I'm like, got it, I will. Don't just move past those key bindings, you fucking monster. We need to talk about this. Guys, I feel like this is directly calling out my freakish obsession with very many keyboards that are crazy. If you guys are new and you haven't perceived my nonsense,
McFlufferkin said I'd also recommend Wakfu and its related content. It's French, but a very nice art style. Perhaps in tune with our more Hadada-inclined community.
It's what? I recommend Wukafu? What the fuck is this? What the fuck? Wakfu is a content French is very nice art style. Oh, is it a thing? Dude, I seen this fucking thing came up in my feed, and I thought, is this allowed on YouTube? It was like this weird pink fish guy at a dining restaurant, and like Lola Jessica Rabbit, basically, like, but now, and she was drinking some wine, and she was doing crazy diabolical shit. I thought, it's very rare that I'll ever get something, because my brain's already so fucked up and corrupted from the internet. It's very rare whenever I'll see something and I'm like, this is too much. This is crazy. You know? Anyways, this.
Listen, I don't think you'll understand how genuinely and truly unhinged my binds actually are. But I mean, you asked for it, so here we go.
FASHYCHAD said, I agree with you. Pushing though difficult situations without being able to cheat, due to the online nature. It's addictive grindy. Are you happy to be rid of Let It Die? It becomes stressful.
No, because I feel like everything is stressful until you've done it enough, and then you're just like, whatever, this is just normal. When it comes to Let It Die, I would say I'm happy to get rid of it. I'm disappointed in what it could have been, basically. It's most of the time things when you love something dearly, you have like a lot more of like, but dude, this could have been so good, you know? And again, I still have a lot of qualms with the game that I personally just didn't like the decisions they made, and all that stuff, but yeah. Is what it is. But I wouldn't say I have any vengefulness or hatred in my heart for it. It's just one of those things where you're like, oh man, what could have been? What could have been if choices were made that I thought were better for the game that were not chosen? Even now, like the idea of like, I'm not sure if you're interested in Fishy, but like the Deathverse situation, like, yeah. And it's a shame because like they're doing stuff, but for a lot of people, I think it's too little, too late. Maybe, I don't know. I always as I get older, I dislike that. I like to root for things more than I like to like, you know, poke it like how something's not working. So I just do understand how hard it is to make something work, and how easy stuff is to look back on and be like, that's easy. Anyways, what's the guy's key bindings?
So starting off easy, instead of WASD, my movement keys are WERD. So that's forward, backward, left, and right. And most of the usual keys kind of.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that entirely because you're basically like yeah. You're basically using that mainly.
McFlufferkin said Wakfu is a long-running game and French animation series. Like most anime, it's not really made for younger audiences, so it has humor and subject matter that appeals to those with refined tastes.
Oh, okay. There's this one that people brought up, which is Happy Tree Friends, which is just horrifying. It's like Teletubbies just getting exploded for like 20 minutes straight. It looks kind of like you're a little bit of sociopath, you want to check out some stuff, that's not bad. I say as a person who's like, maybe it's on the list, a bit slow on the list. Anyways.
Shift for me is Q, and what's usually E for me is on 4. So like, I still use the same fingers for like usual stuff like sprinting and interacting and all that stuff, but the first kind of unconventional bind is A, which transposes to control. Instead of crouch, for me, that is ADS. And I just want you to take a second to guess.
See, a lot of this to me is optimal. It's insane because we all live in an optimal world,
No,
but...
I said, hey, Happy Tree Friends was legit
back in the day.
What my crouch bind actually is, and you're wrong, it's my left mouse button. So you might then ask...
That makes sense for sliding. I don't hate that.
Shoot with...
So the reason why the aiming thing to me makes sense is because you have less input taps on your actual shoot.
What did you think about Inferno? Everyone needs to hear the LID god OG GRINN's opinion.
I've already given...
I feel like it's more like Fortnite than LID.
To me, I already talked a lot about it, Fishy.
Said, oh no, it's definitely not like Happy Tree Friends, but its target audience isn't the kiddos.
Yeah, it seems like it's like those, you know, to me, what it sounds like is like they're even the
Balti_1337 said, also, Grin, did you check out Deadlock yet? I meant to ask.
I'll get to everything. I feel like the one thing is in a lot of these like animations that we watched when we were kids, they had like innuendos built into them for like grown-ups that had to watch the bullshit that their kids were watching. So I feel like probably that's what that is, but just an entire anime basically about that, which sounds very endearing. Fishy, about my whole way I think about Let It Die Inferno, if I could like summarize it entirely, is I think it is all of the wrong things that people didn't actually like about Let It Die packaged in the Let It Die formula. So like I think what people really fuck with Let It Die is the progression. I think what people really didn't fuck with is like the PvP grind. I don't think a lot of people were like, that's what I want. There's more PvP weird shit. I think people would have wanted a Let It Die with co-op. where you could like infinitely jump into dungeons and different things with your friends, and you could overcome adversity together. I think that would have been like the best. Oh my god, that's what people naturally wanted as an evolution to Let It Die. And instead, they're like, what if we tried to jump from trope to trope to trope of hero battle royale to roguelike extraction shooter to all this shit? And I just think it's not what people actually wanted from the game at all. And by anchoring themselves into a PvP element, they have then cannibalized all the other effects that people have deeply love about the base game. Therefore, it doesn't work. Even if you change a bunch of shit, it still is a PvP game at its heart and is going to be balanced as such, which then cannibalizes all the other features you could possibly add. And yeah, so that's my like summarized thoughts of Let It Die. Or of Deathverse. I'm not a big PvP person like that. I think they leaned into the shit that didn't make any sense. Like, hey, what if I stomp your balls and spit in your mouth? Instead of where people who played Let It Die were like, what if you can climb that hill, but guess what? There's a secret way of climbing that hill that you can get up there 10 times faster if you just know this like tip. Instead, it's like, no, what if you were playing a PvP game and random people could just stomp on your whole life and you could never progress? And you're like, what the fuck is that? And you're like, yeah, isn't that sound so fun? Oh, by the way, in 2 months, everything is reset anyways. Your like resources are shit. And you're like, what? Like, there's no fucking reason. Like, already extraction shooters are such a hard sell by the very nature of what they are. To then say, what if we stomp on your balls harder with the Let It Die formula is wild. Anyways, I could rant about Let It Die forever. Also, Boldy says, also Grin, did you check out the Deadlock stuff? The Deadlock stuff, dude, is one of those things where, like, I want to get into Deadlock, do not want to get into Deadlock. Pause. I want to watch other people get into Deadlock and by proxy live through them. Okay, I do not want to get into another multiplayer game.
McFlufferkin said, not a big PvP person, but also, let's play Marvel Rivals, Deadlock, and Arc Raiders for the next few streams. Shelterin.
I absolutely do not want to do that. Marvel Rivals was the exception because nothing was happening and I decided to give it a try and it was actually very good. And just like that, I've watched other people vicariously and I vicariously live through them. Anyways, I want to do the same thing with Deadlock, I think, but Deadlock is a much more slower game and I feel like it's not as exciting in a lot of ways, but maybe I just haven't found the right people. I think if I found like a person who's really fucking good at character and just constantly like nuking people, I think that'd be fun. That's what's cool about like Marvel Rivals to me. You can find somebody who's like great at playing Captain America and just like carries the whole team on his back. And you're like, holy shit. In Deadlock, it seems like it's a lot of like, nah, if you have like one guy on your team, like two people who are sandbagging, you can't fucking make up that diff. But in Marvel Rivals, I feel like you can be that good at a character where you're like, holy shit.
So what do I jump with? The right click, obviously. And just to prove that I'm not rage baiting with this, here's me beating the gauntlet in 12 seconds with you. Obviously. And just to prove that it's wrong, it's my left mouse button.
Okay, so that doesn't make any sense. So that's chaos. So none of your inputs on your mouse are like shoot or aim? It kind of makes sense in the sense that you're basically your hand's just still. So every time you make a click, your hand moves like a millisecond. But just what? You're still having to jump a lot. I don't know. This is a bit much.
I then ask, what do you shoot with? That's the space bar, obviously. So what do I jump with?
I've seen enough. That's crazy. The shoot. I mean, it is theoretically like the. I get it. I just think it is unacceptable as well. I have a propensity for weirdness. That is, you can't listen. You can't change too much. You gotta gradually change, or else you get stretch marks. All right. Anyways, guys, I gotta use the washroom. Talk amongst yourselves. Well, I guess I don't know. You're watching. Check this out. Is this? Yeah. No, not that. This. Just watch some of that. I don't know what this is. Some sort of steal from people game. Anyways, I'm right. I use the washroom. Let me get out of my gigantic throne.
Bolty_1337 said good night, piss counter +1.
FASHYCHAD said, Grin, bro. Your hater just killed me on level Tengoku. Why would you do that to me, Grin? Rolling on the floor laughing.
McFlufferkin said, the movement controls and even the aiming was reasonable. Spacebar to shoot only makes sense if you lack a mouse, or your muscle memory is stuck in original do mode before mouse look was a thing.
Oh, that is absolute chaos. Also, Bishy, what do you call it? You have no idea how psychotic people were. They'd always come into my stream and be like, dude, you just killed me in Tengaku, what the fuck? And I'm like, dude, I haven't played the game in fucking 4 years. What are you talking about? Is it like, also, we know this at this point. We're like, it's just fake. Like, they'll basically take whatever person who has made it up to a certain thing, and they just basically validate, I think, if you made up to a certain floor range, and they slap all of the shit that will instant kill you, like a fucking Kamas and da-da-da. I think, I shouldn't say it with that. I'm not sure about that, but I feel like that's 100% what I've experienced. But maybe not. Did my character have, like, knight armor? Because if he looked like my iconic character, which was covered in knight armor, and had a Kamas or a flail in the Medusa head, dude, I was dripped out. No one had better style than me in that. Okay, I was entirely, like, the last 2 years was entirely fashion.
FASHYCHAD said GRINN a Tengoku legend.
Yeah, also Tengaku is crazy because I
McFlufferkin
never made it that far.
The end of that short shows him
bit.
absolutely killing the gauntlet in Titanfall 2, though, so whatever works for him, but at least he admits it's unhinged.
Yeah, well, to me, to me it makes sense as far as, like, I've heard about this from, like, a bunch of people who play
Lone
Forza
Syndicate
high
said,
level.
also, I sent the video with timestamps.
All right, we'll check out some more of this. And then we'll probably jump in to some, just a little bit. It's in the React tab, Lone? I don't see nothing. Oh, there it is. 122. We'll watch 122. I'm not sure we'll watch the more than that. Let's see, 122. Oh, look, that's the thing I wanted to ask you about, buddy. What's the commission thing? So, like, I don't know if you meant, like, outside of your real life, like, you're just, like, real life, you've had someone who's like, hey, can you do some art for me? Or did a commission come through because you mentioned that you do painting and art? Because they're very different things. And I'm curious what that was like, because I think you said you got, like, commissioned again. So if it was like, oh no, I just went through my daily life, I found a person that we started talking about art, I told them I draw, and then they bang, they gave me some stuff. Also, take care, everybody. Good night. Let's see what this is. Let's go back to 150. Oh.
So, you want to make my day?
Pulling, gotcha nonsense. Let's see.
Lone Syndicate said real life commission.
Oh, real life commission. Okay. That's still super cool and still super compelling. But I was about to fucking go apeshit if you're like, wait a minute. You saying that you uploaded a video and said, hey, by the way, I do art, and then people were like, bet, and then they were like, hey, hey, do that for me. Now, let me see.
She at the very end, my ninjas. She making us wait for. If I'm not mistaken, she missiles. That should be the next. Should be the one after this. All right, my bad. Should be the one after this one. It definitely should be the one after this one. Oh, missilers. Hey, there she go.
Are you willing to
Let's get it.
FASHYCHAD said I was just joking around. Haha. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
I'm still salty about you killing me on level 762. Tengoku though.
Dude, I only made it into fucking Tengoku up to like level 460. People always beg on what's it called? Shit on me for it. And I'm like, I don't want to climb that high. It's just that times 1,000 of what I already did. But yeah, I know you're just shooting the shit. But I was gonna say, what do you call it? Fantastic edit of like the terror and dread of like, please. Dude, I think I've played so much gacha games at this point. I can't even. Lone still has some fire left in him, but I feel numb so often when I play these. Just as like, put me out of misery. It's either that I got it or I didn't get it.
My power for good. I promise to never betray you.
She loyal, my nigga. I mean, when
also,
you look
the quill on this son of a bitch pen is insane. That's crazy.
She looked like she would just spoil you rotten. Like, she would buy you anything you asked her for. Honestly, my ninja.
I must say, okay.
Them hips, look at the thighs. Perfect for a lap. Honestly, we spent absolutely nothing because we going we basically came out here net negative because we just gonna get that multi back from the event. So yeah, we spent nothing, and we get to keep saving for a niece. Let's see what the.
I was gonna say the fucking the SpongeBob licking meme is crazy work. It's absolutely crazy work.
Let's see what she texting us. Hello.
That game is crazy, guys. I feel like I gotta check my quarters when I'm watching this damn game we played.
You remember me? No, we've never.
I locked my door when I entered my room. I don't know. That's just something.
What you mean? Do you remember me? It's Snow Crane. I finally.
At this point, I feel like they should just make a full-on how to game. You know what I mean? Would you think that they would print more money or less?
FASHYCHAD said, Grin, you should do more comedy stuff. You're legit funny, bro.
I don't think so, but you're very sweet. We'll see. The whole painting stuff would be fun and interesting, but who knows?
Lone Syndicate said, Grin, that edit was for you. To those in chat, if you know, you know.
They don't know nothing. They don't know nothing. Don't worry about that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let us... Oh, I also wanted to ask Red how he's liking that weird daddy space game.
Said Nikki found the sweet spot.
Yeah, Nikki found the sweet spot. I was about to say, for the Nikita thing, I'm just so curious if... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if it gets too goonery, it kind of gets like, I'm a degenerate, but I'm not like a scumbag. I don't know. But let's open up some let's open up some Warframe gang. I don't know. So basically Warframe has this thing where a login bonus where basically I got the stuff. Every day you log in, there's like, hey, you got 20% off platinum. And you're like, there's still a lot of money. No. But then it was like, hey, you're 75% off platinum. And I'm like, oh shit. Okay. And then you basically get like $250 worth of platinum for $60, which they got me by the balls. In hindsight, I'm like, just chill it. Because I think if you didn't cash in the 72%, it would still basically just like, I think once you cash in the 70%, I think you're on cooldown for like a year. I don't think you're getting back to back of that. So I think when you cash in is when you're like, oh, okay, we won't send it to you. But I feel like if I didn't, it would give it to me again in a couple weeks. Anywho, point is, I bought some platinum, and now I have a good amount of platinum, okay? So let's see. How much do I have? What? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I did have to restart my PC. I was wondering why my mouse sensitivity is all fucked. This and then this. Bang! I gotta pull up my unique keyboard so that my things are working. I probably should just save it to my default, but I kind of like, I don't wanna. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Boom. All right, here we go. We have how much? We have 4,000 platinum, man. What the F?
Gnawing Fetus said, yeah. Those big discounts are where you cash in. They last like 3 days.
Yeah. But
Useful Bobcat said you should buy Limbo.
No, there are a couple rules in Warframe. You never buy a frame. You never buy a gun. That's unreasonable. I feel like that's unfair. No. But cosmetics a fair game. Space a fair game. I think it's the only thing that you could justify. Anyways, but. What do you guys think we should do? Do you think we should get this one?
Raidnade said, do not buy Limbo.
Yes. JK, Limbo is easy to get. I'm about to say, I feel like Limbo is probably really wild. Also, if it wasn't, I don't think I would ever buy a frame. Nothing. You know, even if it was a pain in the ass to get, I feel like it's dishonorable. As someone who's inherited a lot of stuff from you guys.
I do have Kolovo cooking up, and now I just need standard Caliban and Varuna Prime, and I'll have all current frames mastered.
Oh shit, got all of them? Damn. I don't know if I like this one enough. Maybe it's because it's colored like a piece of shit. I wish I could like take off my dumb skin of it. Is this worth it, guys? As someone who wants to play, I think it's actually kind of cool. It's just, I don't know if anything is going to reach the coolness factor of my boy. This one. Well, why is it always to pick the fucking shittiest skin I have for it? Appearance? Yeah. What do you call it? This man, to me, is still one of the coolest fucking skins in the game. Anyway, swap. Back to our boy. Wait, what? Why is he level 30? Oh, yeah, he's level, I see. Yeah, I forgot. Even if you, like, give him the special potato, he's level 30, but he just happens to have, like, 60% more energy or whatever. Got it. Appearance. So I like this one. I like this one. And theoretically, it's not that much. It's 160.
Gnawing Fetus said for 165 plat out of 4K, keep in mind I myself only have 2K, go for it if you like it.
I think it looked pretty good, man. I think we might have to ride the lightning. I like how it's thinner. This one looks kind of bulbous. This one kind of seems lean. Ah, fuck. Buy it. What's this little tiny little hand thing? Why we got like a little baby arm on our shoulder? I hate that. The game Pepper says deluxe is cooler than what's deluxe? What's deluxe?
Gnawing Fetus said, my strongest recommendation for spending plat on cosmetics is to get the color palettes though.
I feel like I already got a good bit of them. Maybe not a lot. I got these ones. Also, I feel like, can't you only have so many color palettes? I got this one, this one, this one, this one. I don't have all these ones. I just don't know why you'd like...
McFlufferkin said, don't forget to look at the bundle if it exists.
How does one see a bundle? Because when I click on it, I think it just says... Oh, it does. I see what... No, that's what you mean. Okay. What is it? I get a skin for a scythe. Which I love that they make... they shrink it so you can't see it. Ah, fuck. Why did... Oh, man. No, I just want to see the bottom. Anyways. Do I really want a Harloom soulbound thing? Is that what that is? No, I don't think I care that much. Also, I hit back. It's my fault. What about this? No, I don't care about a fucking stupid hue. Yeah, I think I only want the thing. I don't know if... Yeah. Yeah. I don't think I want this. Oh, so here's a scythe? Cool. The scythe is a bit expensive.
Gnawing Fetus said, get a palette with a good black on it, and a good off-white.
But I think I have that. Let's see. Because if I go to this one, I get all these types of black. And then if I go to this one, I get some of different types of off-white. So I think I'm good. Let's buy it. Just the skin. I don't want the bullshit associated with it. Purchase!
McFlufferkin said Shadow for black, and Nama for good natural hair and metallic colors.
What? That was you gave names. Nara? Where is it? Nara, this one. For what? For good natural hair colors. Okay.
Gnawing Fetus said, nah, there's a lot of black S that are not in fact black.
Because this looks pretty black. Listen, well, one step at a time. We'll start with that. So, we have our boy dripped out. Very cool. All right, but here's the other question. This is the main thing I am uncertain about. Out of all the characters, I feel like there are two that look shit compared to the default. Wisp is one of them. Besides, some things about her. Anyways, and Caliban also looks like shit. Both of them look terrible besides Wisp and various things. Anyways, skins for Wisp. So, my favorite skin for her is this, but I can't get that because it's not platinum affordable, alright? It's a straight up dollar bills, but I do love this one. And there is this one. But god damn you, it's $275, man. Shit. Also, look how fucking gross and gnarled her fingers look. Anyways, I can say that. I have fucked up hands. Anyway. Should we go in on this one too? She has a human face. I do love me a short-haired lady. She does kind of look like an innkeeper, though. And, oh my god. Plus, the French thing is also huge, dude. The French, I think, is honestly the best accent I can possibly perceive on a lady. Ever since Curie in Fallout 4. That's the way, alright?
Gnawing Fetus said, get the Mary skin if you like it, man. Proto frames can go hard.
The Mary skin? What's the Mary skin? This one? Yeah, this one goes... also, there's the Harloom thing. Is the Harloom you have to buy with cash? You can't buy with platinum? I feel like probably. I don't feel like, man, I don't know. The Harlem ones are cool. But I feel like I gotta wait until I get a Harlem one of a character I like. Because I feel like, but it's also shitty because sometimes you always get ones from characters that you haven't played in forever. Like, Vauban, with the exception, I think, is different. Also, there's like the gunner lady who seems cool. Oh, you can't buy it with plaid. Okay, then that's kind of cool. All right, man. You guys have twisted my arm. No, okay. I wanted this. But the question is, do we buy the special Giga thing, which is 400 plat? No, 600 plat. Wait, what? Oh, you spent $30. No, it's not that great of a deal.
McFlufferkins said heirloom skins are all available for platinum, up to 400 per bundle or less.
I have never wanted anything less than both of the other ones, though. Like, these guys look horrible. Who is this? The demon guy? How insulting. Maybe he's a cool guy in the game, like real life, but Jesus Christ. Like, what were they thinking with like this guy specifically? What the fuck? He might be a great guy. Again, apparently these are story characters, but Jesus Christ. Oh, heirloom, not Harlem. Sorry, heirloom. I will continue to say it poorly.
Used in the pack?
But I'll try better. I'll still fail though. Whenever I start saying something wrong, I'll just it engraves it into my head. It's amazing. I was able to pull my head out of my ass for the wisp thing. No, I haven't. It's wasp. No, it's right. Wisp. We got it. I didn't fix myself, barely. Now I feel like I'm delusional, babies. Think I'll use the Profame used in the pack? No, absolutely not. I will not use any of these besides her. So we are buying her. Go fast and commit. The question is, do I... Probably not. I answered it in my head. But yeah, I was gonna say, do I go the distance and buy the thing for the cosmetic? Oh my god, dude, it's so much more like ghostial. Also, ooh, dude, the physics on the cloth on the hair is insane, and there's like a little bit of sheen on that. Ooh, that shouldn't work that well. The cloth physics. I can't wait till we're like zipping around Mach 1000. Actually, no, it's holding up shockingly well. I don't like how when we jump, we're all goopy with green. I don't love that. But this is what I think people really pay for the skin for, which is the helmet looks very cute, but I was told that you might be able to take it off. The helmet.
You can take off the headpiece as well.
How? Do you equip and then... Where the fuck? Hair? Attach? Is it this? The cowl. Crazy. Absolute crazy work. Okay. Absolutely wild. That is crazy, gang. That is diabolical work. Oh my god, the Harlem set is gonna be insane on Wasp. I now I fucking caught myself all kind of frazzled. Anyways, all right, this is the one thing I'm not sure. It's the only thing that kind of compels me about Fashion Frame is
Gnawing
this,
Fetus
which
said,
I will never
also,
see.
Check out the accessories and stuff too. Might not find anything for proto frames you like, but for full-on Warframes, there's a lot of stuff that's nice.
I was gonna say for like to me, that's always the thing that I feel like I don't know, man. At least I could see it being with like him. Yeah, but no, this one Summoner guy. I could see like something like that with his whole drip and sequence. Ew. Yeah, but a lot of the attunement stuff, I just feel like a lot of it is messy. And like it never lines up where you want it to, so you gotta like pick your battles. Like, what the fuck is that? Random horns and shit come out your chest? That one's too much as well. This is like the level of Warframe stuff, which I'm not sure, guys, if I ever get to this point, I feel like, I don't know. I'm in too deep, maybe. At this point, I'm like, fuck it, let's spend, how much is it? Also, oh my god, they're all like $2 too. That's so weird. That one actually I fuck with. But anyways, the point is I don't know, man. What is this little thing? Is this, yeah, I thought it was little tiny, what the hell? It's just a little tiny, the wings. It keeps wanting me to put the ear. Ooh, that looks kind of fun. Anyways, anyways, and I'll keep that on. Yeah, the only thing I could kind of fuck with maybe something like this. I don't know if it exists, but is there a scarf?
Said you can move a lot of the accessories if memory serves. Been a while since I dove into fashion frame.
I was like, is there a scarf in the game that is like cool looking? Because that was my thing in Destiny. There was like the House of Wolves scarf thing. Capes are out, all right? Incredibles made that clear. But scarves? Specifically big fuck off scarves? Maybe. You can still snap your neck. The logic still applies to being a very bad, a real world applicable thing. But still. All right. By the way, gang, I did do it. By the way, really fast to get the thing I wanted. Where is it? My build, which I still haven't validated.
Annoying Fetus said, check out the standees, if I remember the categories right.
What? There are frames with frames, but is there like a universal scarf that way I don't have to play a character that I maybe don't want? What did you say? You said check out standees. What the fuck is standees? What is that? You cannot move accessories, just Sigma, offset, and angles. Oh, okay. Anyways, let me show you guys. I made progress, all right? Check this shit out, gang. Bah! I got the thing that I was hunting for. Myself. I didn't inherit. I shouldn't say inherit. I wasn't generously donated a mod like I was for most of my shit. Thank you so much.
McFlufferkin said, the only scarf is on Excal Umbra.
Oh.
And you can only glitch it to apply to other frames in the arsenal.
That's lame. And I got the spelling one time. It's okay. But with this, what do you call it? I got the thing where basically increases range whenever I apply electro damage with both with Wisp and with Caliban. We're doing a lot of. Specifically with him, we're doing it through Vauban's Tesla arc ball, things that I've mutated into him. But I thought this would be a pretty good fix for our energy problems. It's good. I don't find I'm like completely up shit creeks with that paddle, but not great. Still not great. It reads, whenever you do electric damage, you get 2 energy over 5 seconds. The 5 seconds thing is what kills me a little bit. And boy, the things start getting expensive when you start leveling them up to an exceptional degree. And unfortunately, it doesn't fucking increase the energy regen. It just increases the range, which is good because it doesn't hurt to have more range. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's where our gain should be put instead of umbral strength, which I think is going to be a pretty big power gain for us. But I can't do everything basically in the game, which is cool. I'm not kneecapped anymore. And I'm not sure if Raid is still here, but I did, in fact, build the thing that Raid suggested, which is this shotgun thing, the Phantasma Prime, which looks very cool. Did not really get to play with it because I was just trying to level it up. And now that I found out I can level up anything in like 2 seconds.
Gnawing Fetus said,
cool.
Equilibrium is better for energy management. The Archon mod is for continuous ticks, not big dumps of energy.
Ooh, I should have that. I do, with Caliban, I do have the ticks.
Wait, how'd you get the Archon mod already? Or did someone trade that to you?
I was going to say this. I don't understand why everyone was having such a problem with this. I got the mod in 2 days. Yeah. All I did was go to the thing.
Raid Nate said, I am still here indeed. Yes.
Hell yeah, but what do you call it? I got this like immediately. Yeah, what do you call it? I just did the mission that was, dude, the fucking Grenier mission guy, pain in the ass. It takes forever. But yeah, and then you just get a lot of currency by like checking off the bounties. But then bang. But no one traded it to me. Oh wait, you thought no, yeah, the Archon stretch. Yeah. Maybe it's like a sped up thing, but I was surprised. I did not think. I thought I'd be grinding it for multiple days. I did it 2 days. What was I gonna say? Out of his intensify, his umbral gives bigger. I see. Oh wait, Nog did say something about what's the other one? Equilibrium. I think I have equilibrium. No, Q. Where's Q on my thing again? Is it this? Oh god. Oh, let's use Q there. Equilibrium. Health pickups give you 40% energy. Energy pickups give you health. I don't know if I get that much health pickup.
McFlufferkin said I needed to do 2 weeks worth of missions before I had the vendor tier, so I guess you did it before and just after the weekly reset. Ah. Gnawing Fetus said turns health orbs into energy orbs and vice versa.
Really quick, I wanted to show you guys our build, which is not made yet, but kind of pseudo-functioning-ish little bit, something. Also, let me grab I need to get the pistol that I think I was got cooking here. But I was going to look up how to build a lot of the weapons you guys told me to build last time. I have this, but yeah, I have not. I've not learned how they function. So I was wondering if, Ray, you could give me a TLDR for the weapons you told me to build and what they do. I'm just trying to level up stuff at this point. Sure, take that and equip it. We'll do this with our remaining small bit of time. But, dude, I feel like I can actually function now, which is pretty cool. So this. So, like, I go to, what do you call it? The onslaught. I can do 60 to 70 and not shit my whole pants. So, winning. As far as my build, I think it functions. I still haven't leveled up everything because I'm just kind of like, I probably should just fully send all the mods and like work through everything, but I'm kind of like, meh. Also, we look so cool now. I'm so happy. I should probably just bought the things, but I was like, I don't know, should I buy it? Maybe someone's like, no, Grin, don't buy it. But I feel like I had 4,000, which is a lot of platinum, even if I wanted to like save some for storage. Also, we're going to use the special ones like this. We're going to do this, and then we're going to spin to win. And then we're just going to... Oh, right, the bow is what I have, because I'm trying to level these weapons. So there's this pistol Ray told me to get, which is this... It's hard to see. Oh, it's a charge pistol. Oh, it's not a pistol, it's a fucking gauntlet. I don't love that I have to charge it. I hate charged weapons, but is it good? Anyways, do this. Zip around. More round. Charge up.
Gnawing Fetus said all usually have about 6 health orbs per 1 energy orb. Not great for continuous drifts, but if dumping energy a lot, equilibrium is goated. When fully LVLD up, health orbs give more energy than. McFlufferkin said, take your time with plat spending. You never know when there'll be something you want to buy or trade for.
Raidnade said the Phantasma is a status-heavy shotgun. The Exceltra is a crit-focused rocket rifle, and the Epitaph can be tap-fired too.
Oh, it can? Oh, what happens when I charge it? Oh, when I charge it, it doesn't detonate? What? What's its... Oh, no, that's my... that's my actual drone thing. Well, what is its... Does it have an alternative fire? No. I guess it doesn't. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Also, it's funny, I never realized why people were leaving. Like, I was thinking, you assholes, why are you leaving the special thing? And then I realized, oh, you can beat this entire thing in, like, a couple seconds. So you can tap fire it. Also, those are my allies again. Jesus Christ. I need to, like, color my character with, like, a special kind of energy that, like, he stands out. Maybe, like, a pink or something. And this. But, yeah, see, my energy is pretty good. Like, especially with the ticks of this. Because these things basically, like, go seek out people, and then they just bind to people, and they keep ticking with electricity. Bop, 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 bop. And then I always have that procking, basically. So my energy thing is pretty good with that. But I do notice there's times, like, what I was kind of hoping to is just spam the shit out of my, your, like, laser beams, which...
Gnawing Fetus said Exceltra is an ammo dump weapon. I only use it on one frame. That spawns ammo pickups, but it can pack a punch.
It's a
man 11,234 said, yes, I made it. Let's go. Did I misreact?
You did, just a little bit.
What is said the Epitaph Tapfire is an AoE shot, and the charge shot is like a mini rail gunshot.
Ooh, so it can really, like, fuck people up?
McFlufferkin said, there's options to highlight enemies, allies, or yourself to help with target clarity.
Spit. Did my things come here? No, my little heat-seeking balls are not here. But yeah, the build, as far as I've played, I don't feel like it's weirdly does cover a lot of the boxes and checks everything. Because, like, for me, those little orbs, they basically just stun everything, and I don't get shot at a lot, which is pretty cool. And also I get energy back because it's doing electro dots, so that I basically heal. So stuff and things. And for Wisp,
Catman 11,234 said, are you finishing stream soon?
Yes.
I can hop on in 10. but I figure you're almost done.
Ah, we're about done. Also, I forgot. Cat, what do you call it? Is getting back into Warframe. Let's go. Also, what do you call it? I didn't see your follow-up message, Cat. Are you going to end up going with the 8X? Because, dude, I am so jealous.
Nami Fetus said, for pistols, if you don't like charged weapons, I don't. Sicarus is goated. It's my single target, fuck you in particular weapon.
How attainable is it? Is it like a certain mastery level or something I can get? I'm not sure. It's called what? What? I do enjoy some of the fast fire rate pistols though. Although I do like the one that like Raid suggested, which is a like a shotgun pistol thing that is pretty great. As well, I like that one a lot. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Also, are you guys sure the ranged summons are the best? I know the one with the portal is like good. I just don't know if it does damage. I think it's all support based, but it does give you a shit ton of like things. I just need to keep spamming this. Also, I'm sorry there's no audio here. I wasn't actually planning on grinding this much. I just thought, fuck it, might as well. I want to show you guys the fruits of my labor, or your labor, right?
Catman 11,234 said I did write a follow-up message. I had asked if you had considered the fact that the size of the head increases the more weight you add to the pole. The size change might be hard.
Oh, I don't think it's. I think it's. If anything, it's more of a bonus for me. So when it comes to the 8X mace, I know like basically you're dealing like what's really terrifying, Cat, is increasing the width of it. So the lever is actually really cool because if you have a much higher lever, so if the weight gets further away from you, it gets much heavier. And with a mace, no mace activity or movement intersects with you in that way. But what does is if you're using a giant ball, when you go to sweep it, if you clip your tailbone or bump.
The highest requirement for mastery rank is 17, and that's just to access all Tenet 16 and Coda 17 weapon options. By the time you get to that content, you should be there easily.
Yeah. I feel like, especially with this, like within like one run, you can like max out a whole set of gear. I'm
Knowing
like,
Fetus said I got a prime version of it. It's burst for 3 rounds, about a 0.3 second fire rate, and ranged boys are goated, especially with that mod I gave Ya. Unless you photon strike a lot, then the melee bois are god.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't use the photon one, so I got the prime version of it. Burst for 3. 1 second. That okay. That's the range. That's a pistol you were talking about. Da. Yeah, the melee ones I know also like they go with you when you start to do that thing. Actually, with that being said, though, I think Ray did give me the perfect gun for like my Vauban build because basically we suck in a bunch of people like that. We can do a bunch of AoE clicks like that, which is pretty OP as hell. Same thing with a pistol.
Catman11234 said interesting. I had not thought of that. The 8X is a tiny bit cheaper in America, and my tax return was good to me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thinking a little more, but I might be set.
Yeah, what do you call it? I didn't even think into that because Bells of Steel is a Canadian-based company, right. So it's more cheaper for me, yeah. But, dude, if I could choose one, I'd easily choose the 8X. The reason why is because the 8X is also faster to assign. So, like, I have the kettlebell that's very similar how the Bells of Steel maces set up, Cat. Where basically I have to like unscrew the shell, then I take out the plates or unnut the bolt, and then I have to take out the plates and then add them. Whereas the 8X, you just pull out a pin, it's giant, you unscrew this top part, and then you just can stack on any of the things, and it's a lot more solid because each one of these like weights have interlocking points. But yeah, no, if it was a choice between that, I would definitely choose the 8X. But the only issue for me is that it's expansive because of it's a US based company and little old Canadian land kicking my ass with that. Anyways.
Knowing Fetus said yeah, and it packs a punch. And if you get it incarnate, it hits like a semi-truck full of fat kids eating Snickers. After you charge it up with headshots / weak point hits.
Oh, with headshots and weak point shit? Yeah, to me it's tough because I don't know if both the characters I'm playing right now is Wisp and what's her name? I don't know if benefit from that.
Said if Bolty was here, he'd probably say something about you cannot unnut his bolt.
Also, I gotta check this just to be sure because I didn't do this last time. Not maxed. We got a little more. Get out of there. But yeah, I was the last one standing and I was still able to do this, which I was like, yes, Yes! We've transcended to be passable. Ah, only thing I don't like about the AoE weapons is they kick if you like don't aim far enough away. You get, oh my god, I'm about to die. Ooh, there we go. We're good. It is sketched out there. I will say it does feel shitty when you're eventually like playing and then like
Catman 11234 said, "Been playing GOS and I need to get used to the speed. Forgot my build was neat. AoE blue missiles everywhere."
AoE blue missiles everywhere. Ooh. For GOS? I did not know that. Air used to outright kill you. In that, I was gonna say that's the only thing I don't like about this is like what do you call it? One of the cool things I have is like the CC ability of our thing. But then there's like, oh yeah, by the way, here's a bunch of enemies that just don't get affected by that. You're like, what the fuck? What? Can you at least like break a shield so then they can be affected by it? Instead, you're like, no, they're just immune. You're like, what the fuck is that? What is the point of like having a thing if you're just like, by the way, I've decided that doesn't work anymore. And you're like, what the fuck is that? This. We don't have any more orbs. Oh, I fell off, but it's fine. Also, I love how you can turn on a dime like that. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Yeah, I feel like I'm able to maintain my energy threshold and stuff like that, which is cool. Whereas beforehand, I feel like if I basically just did not have any way of recovering energy besides like my stupid child body form, whatever it's called. But now, we just do it slowly. But it's still like, give me a minute and then you're back.
Gnawing Fetus said, "Yeah, but Mod makes anything clipped by Jaya. Take an Aston more electric damage from Mort de Bois."
Oh, I didn't know that was also a variable. Okay, so that's still very efficient and effective. Gotcha. Very cool. Yeah, most things die within the cyclone, which I was not expecting at all. Either that or it's my summons, just like eventually they blow up some shit. I think that's what's happening actually. I think that's actually really cool. I didn't even think about that. So because we're using Caliban and we basically like go so far, we end up respawning our summons right at our feet, so then they just bombard them as soon as we get far enough away. That is so cool. And I did not intend to do that, but then, oh, and they also, like Nog is saying, we had the mod that basically makes them take more damage. All right, I think we're good now. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, we're not good. I thought we were definitely good. We can go the absolute distance. If we die, we die. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. As a Limbo main, I understand this on a physical and spiritual level. What was that referring to? Shit. Also, we should make sure we always have these out because that's our energy. Oh god, chill out. Taxon, who's Taxon? Also, I did not equip any mods to our weapons, so we are shitting the bed as far as our guns doing anything. Thankfully, our abilities work in some way.
McFlufferkin said Taxon is your sentinel drone.
No!
Gnawing Fetus said, "Grin, can you build kick guns yet?"
No.
If so, there's a primary kick gun you want to build.
I don't think, maybe.
Kinda sucks single target, but it nukes in AoE.
Ooh. I do not know. Also, I do love just the fact that we're like hucking people across the map. So maybe the AoE thing does work. Sometimes it feels like if they have a shield, it doesn't. And maybe then you do have to break them. Dax is recovered. He's gonna die immediately again because I do not know how he died the first time. Oh. Dude, we don't even have our Umbra stuff like fully leveled, so we can have even more damage. Which I know to you guys who've been playing forever, like Grin, this is baby damage. And I'm like, I don't know anything, okay? Feels good for me, who's been doing nothing and now is finally like, I can survive? I can also kill things? The only thing we haven't built out is Wisp yet, which I feel like it's going to be slightly... Well, I don't know. I don't know if, like, building out... what's his name? And building out Wisp, I feel like it's the same thing, no? Does Wisp require anything that's different? But, like, we basically want power strength, we want duration, and we want range. I feel like for Wisp, maybe she wants a little less efficiency and more range? Or duration? Because I think she has infinite duration.
Gnawing Fetus said, can you go to the Necrolisc as of yet? I am pretty sure that's the main thing I'll need to get to build one of the parts for
I
it.
don't know what you just said. So I don't know what the Necrolis is. Maybe because we played this game on and off for years, I might have unlocked something like this, but probably not. Just to be 100% honest, I have no idea what you just said. I wish I did. Maybe. I don't think so. I think I still need to progress a lot through the story to get access to like all of the little checks and balances. All right, even if we didn't have the stuff. Damn, those last 5. Oh no, why is it stopping at 25? Oh, it's because I haven't shot anything?
McFluffican said,
Maybe.
You have access to the Demo's safe hub. Yes.
Useful Bobcat said, it's a giant meatball in the sky.
Okay, well, Fluff said yes. I trust Fluff to understand the bullshit that I do not. So yes. But yeah, man, it feels good to be like, we can play. We are functioning. Not high functioning, but functioning. So tomorrow and the day after that, guys, we'll be playing a shit ton of Warframe. I don't know what our next like big objective is, because the only thing I kind of have to bang out is the story on my end. I think I just want to keep building out Wisp and what's the name? I probably maybe try to level up my mods fully, and you guys can walk me through that. Ooh, also, dude, this is one of the few like weapons that actually like is a cosmetic variable. Having that cool gauntlet is epic. I also do have to change out my color palette because I do not like this color palette. It worked with a terrible skin, but with a cool skin with different shades, I will try to use this one. I'll probably make that on my time. But yeah, this week we're probably going to focus on making Caliban better, and Wisp started is the goal. And also, if you guys would know how I would go about upgrading or getting like a better... The thing that perfects Caliban for me is to also have, apparently you can get like a dog or a cat thing that then summons more dogs and more cat things, and I don't have any of that. Basically, to have a bunch of
said
creatures.
that's an underutilized factor for fashion frame, using your weapons, especially melee, as part of it.
Well, the weapon ones the melee ones are sometimes stupid because they like shrink them into like a tiny little like nonsense thing, which is weird.
Raidnade said, great stream, Grin.
Thank you so much, Raid. I appreciate you guys so much. Cannot wait to play more Warframe with you. And thank you for let me talk about my painting things and figurine situation going on. I am making progress. I appreciate everyone trying to give me their 2 cents also. It always is fantastic to hear about, learn about all those things. We are going to be rating Fluff, which by the way is streaming his ass off this entire week. And
Lone Syndicate said 1 stream Grin.
Oh, great stream, you mean me? But I was going to say, I don't know, Lone, what your schedule is, but I do know Lone has started to stream. I've seen Lone popped online a couple of times this week. Maybe when you get everything perfectly anchored down, you can tell me about it, and I will know when to push to you as well. But we're going to be go ahead and rating Lone, Fluff, sorry, when Lone streams are going back and forth, etc. But yes, we're also going to be rating Fluff on stream. But by the way, Fluff is going to be streaming the entire week, so if you have some time, you want to see some Crimson Desert, Warframe, or any other such thing he's playing, check that out. We're going to raid Fluff as well over here. Following. Start raid. Oh my god, Fluff, you look so cool as your fucking Crimson Desert character. Holy shit. I didn't even know that was a thing. You look like a weird crow man. It's like gold. That's so cool. Again, that's another reason why I'm like, oh shit, man, that game is gonna be so clean. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you kindly for your time. I hope I can see you once again tomorrow, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Yeah, I probably gotta work out. This is so bright. We gotta figure something out about that. I can't speak. Love you to bits. Hope I can see you again. Goodbye for now.